What's up, everybody? It's your boy Leo. Welcome to the bird section. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Uh-oh. Let's talk about it. So where are we with things? How are you all feeling about what's happening with the uh Philadelphia Eagles? What's happening with your team? Hit me with it. Tell me where y'all at with things. I want to know. I'm interested. So many things are happening right now. Got a lot going on with the team. It looks like we've averted disaster a bit, you know what I'm saying? Considering, the situation with Landon Dickerson. I want to go a little bit deeper into that. Only because, for me, like one of the things that I'm of the opinion of is that, look, you know what I'm saying? What up, Coyote? What's good, man? Sitting here just getting, like, matter of fact, I'm so glad you're here, Coyote, because you just reminded me that I actually I wanted to make it so that, um, you know, folks can, hold on, can actually tap in with me, with your boy, you know what I'm saying? And hop in the live stream. So, what I'm going to do is put there you go. Anybody who want to jump in, there's a link. Jump on in. Come talk to your boy. You know, let's have a conversation. I'm always willing to engage with folk, especially when it comes to talking about our Philadelphia Eagles and where we are, as a team and what's been happening. Sorry about that, but yeah, you know, by all means, feel free to hop in. You know what I'm saying? Um, if you post it, they will come. I know, right? I know. You know what I'm saying? But I got a lot of people mad at me right now because of the things that I've been saying about, Philadelphia Eagles and where we are. What's up, Joe? What's good, man? You see the link if you want to, man. Hop on in. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about where we are with things. How you feeling about your Cowboys at work, but we're joining on my break. No doubt. You know what I'm saying? Handle your business, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm just up here just talking my shit. I'm not gonna say a whole lot other than the fact that the latest on Landon Dickerson is that hmm, there was a meniscus issue and he's gonna have a procedure in the next couple of days. And after he has this procedure, he'll be week to week, which considering the fact that game one isn't until September 4th, that'll give him at least 3 weeks to recover and to figure out where he's at, like that whole week to week thing. So at least it'll be week to week of practice and rehab, and then we'll see where he's at. So hopefully he'll be, somewhat good to go. And if they decide to hold him back after week one, depending on how the other guys, this is an opportunity now for the next left guard, his backup to start getting some reps in. um, yeah, we got to take it day by day and try to get into the season healthy. Absolutely. I've always maintained the fact that, with training camp, the scariest thing about training camp is people making it, guys making it out as training camp healthy because, Nick and them believe in that whole iron sharpens iron thing or what have you. And, they be smashing it. From what I heard about our man, Jihad Campbell, our number one draft pick, I heard he been going hard. They've had to tell him to tone it down a bit. You know what I'm saying? So, but again, those things, correction and all that stuff, those things that happen as time goes on. You know what I'm saying? What up, Philly D? What's good, man? Yeah, he's gonna be fine. Yeah, so again, this is an opportunity, for us to get our guy, you know, um, get his replacement. some quality reps. Love to hope that's the case. I again, Stoutland, you know what I'm saying? Uh, like it's an opportunity for the next guys to get some good reps and some see where we at with the whole O line. So I'm pretty happy about that. I'm be given this as being the best case scenario. So again, let's see. Again, keep them in your prayers. Keep them all in your prayers. Let's hope that this is our one and only scare of training camp. We still got plenty of time before the season comes. I think we got two more. Yeah, we got two more preseason games. So, you know what I'm saying? We all can breathe a sigh of relief. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you know, again, opportunity for the next man up. Our wide receiver core looks really good. Especially, and I'm talking our wide receiver core outside of AJ, Devontae, and Jahan. You know what I'm saying? 4, 5, and 6. Anais Smith, Johnny Johnny Wilson, and uh Cooper. I can't say his first name. They look they look good. You know what I'm saying? And it makes me feel better in terms of from a depth perspective that if we were to, lose Devontae or AJ or both or even Jahan, that we don't have some guys who hungry. You know what I'm saying? They hungry. Yeah, they did CZ. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we all had a good day. Yeah, I did, man. You know what I'm saying? I did. So seeing these guys, do their thing, and getting their reps. These wide receiver 4, 5, and 6. I mean, I can see us carrying 6 wide receivers. Maybe try to stash somebody on the on oh no 4, 5, 6, 7. Terrence Marshall. I didn't even mentioned Terrence Marshall. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, wow. Our wide receiver core is okay. Okay. I like it. You know what I'm saying? I like it. I want to see more. You know what I'm saying? Definitely want to see them more. I said from the rip that I want them to be having live fire exercises. And listen, guys, if you're here, please, everybody hit the like button. Hook me up, like and if you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe. You know what I'm saying? But if anything, just do me the big favor of hitting that like button. I need that. You know what I'm saying? And thanks to all who's in the chat now. I see Philly D, Coyote, CZ, Joe Damasi. Everybody, the gang's all here. Gang, why don't y'all go ahead and hit that damn like button for me, please? Hook me up. You know what I'm saying? I mean, at least do that for your boy. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, and you know what? I was about to say that, Coyote. You know what I'm saying? Tanner McKee. See, I'm gonna tell you what happened, Coyote. This is what happened, right? Let me tell you what happened. The social media department for the Eagles did something where they was like at practice or what have you, and they walked up to everybody and they told everybody what their Madden rating was, and Tanner McKee was at 61, right? And Tanner McKee had one of those kind of reactions. Like, remember when Jalen Hurts was going by the TV and all the commentators on the TV, they just happened to, it was the perfect moment when he goes by. All of the commentators had who their pick was to win the Super Bowl as Jalen is walking by. And he looked up, he took a glance at it, and then was like, and did like that. That's exactly what that Tanner McKee had one of those kind of moments because he was like 61. What? Okay. See me after Thursday. Okay. See me after the game. Watch this. My man went out there and lit it up. He was slinging it all over the place. I think my man threw for like 250 yards, couple of touchdowns. You know what I'm saying? My man got a tush push in there. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, and the one thing that I also noticed, because it was clear difference between the way the offense looks versus when he runs it versus the way Tanner, the way Jalen runs the offense is first thing that I noted was he's the same height as the offensive line. The dude is tall. Okay. Tanner McKee is tall. He's obviously taller than Jalen Hurts. Okay. That was the one thing that I noticed. The second thing is that, yeah, Philly D, I was about to say that touch. He's got really good touch. You know, um, he the way he was slinging it, you know what I'm saying? I was like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, my man is okay, he the truth. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, I see you, my boy. You know what I'm saying? And then the third thing is that he was poised. You know what I'm saying? He you know what I'm saying? He was, and the other thing too is that um he he's much more animated than Jalen Hurts, which is more of a, I don't want to say a dig. What up, Dunn? You know what I'm saying? If you look at the top of the chat, I put the link in. So if you want to hop in on here, man, just jump on there, bro. You know what I'm saying? But I was thinking, like, damn, he Tanner McKee looks like he he actually should be, vying for a starting position somewhere. So, which at the end of the day makes me feel good, so that should the time should it ever happen that we have to go for a period of time without Jalen like we did last year and the year before, you know, I want competent backup QB play. And that's what I got from Tanner McKee. So he made me feel good about our QB too. So that should the worst happen, and let's say we lose Jalen for an extended period of time or for a short period of time, Tanner McKee, I believe, is competent enough to be able to run the offense. Now, here's the thing. It will probably be run differently than when Jalen does it. You know what I'm saying? Because Tanner McKee is not a running quarterback. You know what I'm saying? He's a pocket type quarterback who can make runs, who can make throws on the outside when running, but he's not like the same. He's not as athletic as Jalen Hurts is. So he's a different, it would just look different, you know what I'm saying? But again, it's all about competency. I just want to know, do we have a competent quarterback? Which is why I'm not in favor of trading him. Now, if a team's willing to make an offer, like we're like, we'll give you two number ones, over the next 2 years. Okay, if it's like going to be like something like with Carson Wentz, then yeah, you take that. But it would be at our disadvantage this year only because I don't know about McCord and the other guy. I wasn't really feeling them. You know what I'm saying? But again, at the same time, these guys do need more reps. You know what I'm saying? If you think about it, when you're QB3, when you're QB2, you barely get any runs with the ones, and then you're mostly the ones doing with the twos. But when you QB3 and QB4, at that point you're just like a camp arm. You know what I'm saying? And so you're trying to make the most of whatever little reps you may get and whatever you can do. You're trying to make the most of it. He's natural looking. I can't say he should start somewhere yet, but he can do it sometime more than you guys have had a good problem. Yes, yes, you know what I'm saying. I again, I like I said, I was looking for competent QB play. You know what I'm saying? Because if Tanner McKee were to step in, he's stepping into a Ferrari, a already built Ferrari. That's really what's happening. If Tanner McKee was to have to take over the offense, you know what I'm saying? Because and again, I've been harping on this from the rip. Depth, depth, depth. You know what I'm saying? And that's one thing that we have plenty of. We just got to work it out. Now, cornerback 2, CB2, who's going to play opposite of Quinyon Mitchell? Well, here's where And I've made a video about this where I'm like, look, the blessing was the blessing in disguise was our twos had an opportunity to play against a team's number ones, and they got burnt. They got there was a lot of good on good, okay, and a lot of bad on good on bad, because these were all the things that happened weren't because someone wasn't athletic enough. It was bad decision making. It was lack of communication. It was being in the wrong position. It was being taking bad angles. All those things, and those are things that are correctable. But at the same time, when you are battling with someone for a starting job, what I saw from Eli Ricks and Adoree Jackson, it made the move that Howie made to get Jacorius Bennett here look even more masterful. Because if I'm Bennett, I'm looking at that tape and I'm going, oh yeah, I'm about to snatch this shit up right now. And if that being the case, and let's say Bennett ends up ultimately, which I think is going to be the case, that Bennett's going to be our DB2 out opposite Quinyon Mitchell, then that's the opportunity for Eli Ricks, Kelee Ringo, and I don't even know if Adoree's going to be on the team, but I like Eli Ricks and Kelee Ringo just because this is their second year in the Vic Fangio defense, and if we lost Quinyon or Bennett for a period of time, at least we have two DBs on the team who are familiar with the defense. How now would that make it would they be better? No, but I at least think they are serviceable to a degree. And I trust Vic to be able to mix and match some things to make sure that those guys we can compensate. So who knows? But getting Cooper DeJean in the slot, maybe you might want to put Eli or Keely in the slot so that Coop can play more safety, okay, or keep him in the slot. Hold on, and Leo, we are defensive M1 Abrams tank that in the weeds waiting and plotting for our chance. Muahaha, fully loaded. You know what, Jesse? Hold on, Jesse. If that's how if you really feeling yourself like that, you know what I'm saying? Here you go. Hop your ass on in this chat. Anybody else? Anybody else want to hop on in here? There you go. There's the link. There's the link. There you go. Come on in. Okay. Come on in. There you go. There's the link right there. Anybody, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? If you got smoke for me, bring it. You know what I'm saying? If you got something you want to say, you feel some kind of way, you want me, did I overlook your team? Did I not think much of your team? Because I'm gonna tell you right now, of all the teams in the NFC East outside of the Philadelphia Eagles, got to say the Giants had a pretty good day. They all right. I said it. Defensively they was going to be they're going to be notable. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not worried. You guys still got to like in comparison to okay. You know what I'm saying? And don't make the mistake that Kansas City made, which was devoting all their resources on defense to stopping Saquon. I get it. You know what I'm saying? You know what? Let me say this too, because I never said this before. And I want to say this because I always remind myself that I didn't say it until after I get off live, but I'm gonna say it now that I remember this. Here's the situation, right? I think New York witnessed their nightmare scenario play out with Washington. And what I mean by that is that when Washington found out that they had to play us for the NFC Championship game, right? Mind you, they knocked off Detroit, and so forth. They were feeling themselves. JD five, he's the one, he's better than Jalen, all that shit, right? Remember that? Okay. So, you know, I'm thinking y'all spent a week, you had a whole week, the whole day, the whole week defensively. You were told, stop Saquon. We cannot let Saquon have a good day. That was probably something that was drilled into y'all the moment y'all, Jesse's here. the moment y'all found out that they were playing us, right? And to have on the very first offensive play to have Saquon run for a touchdown, a long touchdown, I think it was 60 yards. That had to be demoralizing. That had to be demoralizing. And the thing about it is that that was where the humbling began. So, I just wanted to get that off my chest. I got my man Jesse here. What up, Jesse? I know your motherfucking ass is in the weeds. You're on mute, bro. You're on mute. So I can't unmute you. I don't think I can. Yeah. No, I can't unmute you. Okay, got you. Just like a champ.
Hello.
And there he is. There he is. Can't he?
Hello, my brother from another mother.
How you doing, man? How you doing?
Hanging low.
Now listen, I just want to say this. Y'all see the link in the Zoom link in the chat. Jump your ass in here if you got something to say. Come on. You know what I'm
You
saying?
think I'm scared?
No,
Never have, never will be.
no, you said you in the weeds.
Sarge in the
Yeah,
house.
yeah, yeah, yeah. How you feeling about your team, man? After what you saw.
Don't mean nothing. Free season.
Right.
I want to see what we got. But as far as I see so far,
Yeah. How do they look into you?
looking fine. But like I said, we each got a couple things, injuries and all that.
Oh,
It
tell
is
me,
what it is.
tell
Oh,
me.
Scatterboo. Scatterboo. Well, Scatterboo's hurt.
Really?
Everybody's saying offensive line. Well, offensive line is like no offensive line right now is serviceable for second strings. Our first line is not there yet.
Right. Well,
So
this was their first.
I'm not going to be doing this, beating my chest.
Well,
This is
no, I'm asking
preseason.
like I'm asking in terms of for their first live fire exercise. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
How do you feel like they performed?
They
Not
dug
a
well.
prediction of the. I don't care about winning or losing. I'm
Yeah,
just
I'm
saying,
not
like,
going
how did
there.
everyone look?
I am not going there. I'm not going to be beating my chest. We are in preseason. I want to see what the rest of these guys. I bet you money half of them not going to be on this team. You know.
Really? Anybody
Yeah.
disappointment? Any disappointments?
Disappointments.
Yeah. Performance disappointments. That's what I'm talking about. Any performance disappointment?
I wish Scatterboo was there, but he was injured. 'Cause I
Okay.
really wanted to see him, like the running back. O-line, yeah, they were perfect, but I wish what's his face was in there too. But what's his face? What's his face was in there. Carter was there for one play,
Yeah,
one two plays.
Coyote keeps saying he was having he had a hell of a game.
Yeah, he did but he was 99 in pass rushing, going after the quarterback, which I like. But it's preseason. I am not judging nobody, and I'm not saying nothing that we're going to be the best. We in
Yeah, but
rebuild.
again, all I'm concerned with was how did they look? Did he look scared or did he look?
No, he didn't. He look had no. He's like this. I got this. He's adapting very well.
So you
And,
say he's pretty raw?
and he's raw, but I tell you
Okay.
what, with the rest of that clan, with Lawrence and everybody else there,
Mhm.
don't be surprised.
Well,
Don't be
I'm of
surprised.
the opinion like I was happy because like I was saying what I appreciated was I love the fact that first of all none of our starters played except for Steen, but that was good
Yeah.
that Steen got that Tyler Steen got those reps because remember he got hurt during the playoffs last year. So to be able to get to be able to get those live reps with against a team's ones that was great. But for the most part, all of our twos were playing, and so we got to see what our twos look like against Cincinnati's ones. You know what I'm saying?
But like
And
I was saying, if those backups, regardless, if somebody gets hurt, those backups are your key.
well, and
I
that's what I
mean,
wanted to see. What do
that's
they
what I want
look
to see.
like? How do they perform? You know what I'm saying? And I love the fact and here's the thing, like I love the fact that I saw Keely Ringo and both of Dory Jackson get burnt, you know what I'm saying, a bunch of
Yeah,
times.
Ringo was suspect right there. Ringo was
Yeah,
suspect.
But here's the thing: everything that happened is coachable. It can be corrected. You know what I'm saying? And when
Yeah.
you still got 3 weeks of training camp or 2.5 weeks of training camp, I'm glad to have found out now because now we get to see how they respond. Everybody's not going to have a good game. So when you don't have a good game, how do you respond? Because neither Keely Ringo nor Adoree Jackson, who we got from you, made themselves supplanted themselves as the team's number two opposite Quinyon Mitchell. And the
Out
fact
there.
that we picked up that new guy from the Raiders who looks like he's, ready to come in and do some work, that competition for the number two cornerback spot has gotten even more intense. And I like that. And to have that reveal itself this early on in camp is great. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
listen, if none of them, hold on, I'm sorry.
Sure. Big time.
Yeah. Okay.
We're all adjusting and trying to figure out who's who. Well, not us. Our teams are adjusting, see who the hell is worth it, and who else has to go. That's all that is.
Yep. And so to have gotten to this point where these guys are now being able to, see what they look like against another team, it's like, okay, this was it was all valuable. All the things that we saw, even the bad shit that we saw, was valuable. The good news is we saw a lot more good than we saw bad. Our receiving core after AJ, Devontae, and Jahan are we and is I'm like, damn, you know what I'm saying?
I'm,
We're gonna have to
mm,
hide some guys on the practice squad.
I'm gonna tell you right now, Ringo's suspect right now. I'm sorry. I agree with Philly
And
D. He's
that's what we
suspect.
want. Yeah, that's what you want. You know what I'm saying? That's what you want. Remember, this is Keely Ringo's second year in the Vic Fangio system. You know what I'm saying? This is pretty much everybody's Cooper DeJean, Quinyon Mitchell. Remember, everybody's in their second year. You see what I'm saying?
Cooper Cooper blazed. I hate to admit it. Man, I wish I had that man. But
Cooper DeJean, yeah.
yeah,
Hey,
he
listen,
blazed it.
him and Quinyon Mitchell. You know what I'm saying? So the fact that of either side, there's this level of stability having been in year two, and mind you, Vic Fangio took the defense from number 26 to number one in a year. That's actually the official record. We broke the record. You know what I'm saying? No team has ever moved that had that big of a jump in a season like the
For now,
Philadelphia Eagles.
for now,
Say what?
remember. For now.
Yeah, and mind you, in our second year, we're going into and that was just our first year in the defense. So
Hmm.
you can imagine how these guys are going to evolve even more because we have so many guys who are going through not and they're all not starters. Keely Ringo and Eli Ricks were not starters last year. That was Isaiah Rodgers and Quinyon Mitchell. You know what I'm saying? So the fact that these guys are getting, we have guys who are battling, you know what I'm saying? I
Hmm.
like that. And the fact that Howie went out and got Jacorian Bennett and brought him on the team, it's comforting to know that my GM is continuously looking at
Well,
how to make the team better. What can I do? Who can I bring in? What can I love that. You know what I'm saying? So
well,
I'm pretty happy.
well, it's like this. Howie came out of the closet and not being out of came out of the closet and guess what? All hell broke loose. Damn it, I miss Chip Kelly.
Well, I tried to point this out the other day, you know what I'm saying? Where I was like, look, for us to be here after what Chip Kelly did. Because remind you, after Chip Kelly is when we got Doug, then we won the first Super Bowl. Then you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you did
Teams
Doug
don't
dirty. They did
normally
Doug dirty though.
recover, huh?
They did Doug dirty.
Yeah, well, some had to be done. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he
Like
should have made that book. He should have named that book. That's what hurt him big time.
yeah. Well, hey, like the again, like it was one of those. Hey, give it to Jeffrey Lurie. We recovered well. We recovered well. You know what I'm
True.
saying? And so that's what I'm saying. For us to have recovered and looking like we're looking today, having been through what we've been through, it's remarkable.
Well,
You
you
know,
see what the shit show I've been through? The shit
well,
show? We
You
lost.
know,
We went through all this shit with fucking Barkley, with
yeah,
Judge Dredd. Fuck him.
yep,
Caused us to lose that,
yep.
and
Losing
we're
out on
still
Devontae Smith.
we
You
are
know what I'm
we
saying?
were the embarrassment in the NFC. Okay, for the last few years.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
over. That's
yeah,
over as of now.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
over. We're
yeah,
rebuilding. I ain't
yeah.
expecting no. I ain't expecting we're going to the Super Bowl, but
No, it's a
I
it's
want one
it's a
thing.
years plural, years
One thing
process.
I want respect. I don't want nobody. If I want my defense, offense, yeah, they're working on it. Defense, I want some hard hitting, not just your teams, not just you, not just
Mm.
Cowboys, not just what Momos. Well, maybe Momos is the first game. I will have to put a plant his ass on the ground, but anybody else, I want that respect back. We used to be the best of defense back in the day. We were fierce. We were warriors.
Mm.
So now we're in rebuild. So
Yeah, hey, listen, again, I think what's interesting is the fact that Joe Shane is still there. How that's possible, okay.
yeah,
You know what I'm
roll
saying?
that dice and see what happens.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But if you had to have the, like, okay, let's see. I think again, I'm with you. I'm in agreement. I think your process is a years long process. And who's to say after those years, you know what I'm saying, you'll be competing for a Super Bowl or going, because that's basically what everybody in NFC East is doing. You're building, you're constructing your teams to compete and mirror the Philadelphia Eagles. You know what I'm
I
saying?
want to mirror what we used to be. Not so much the Eagles, so much what back in the past where we were a defensive beast on the
And
damn
in order to be that,
gridiron.
you have to start looking like what the Philadelphia Eagles have.
Exactly.
You know
So
what I'm saying?
the schedule's insane. The schedule they gave us was insane. San Fran got
Yeah.
the schedule we should have had, but it's okay. It's not a problem.
You know
I'll
what?
eat that bullet. Let's do this.
This is what I'll say. You know what I'm saying? This is why I don't shy away from that, because that was the conversation last year too, for a period of time. Joe's here. Hold on for a second.
Unleash the Joe,
Yeah. Here's the thing,
Mighty Joe.
right? You know what I'm saying? Here's my thing. I don't actually, hold on, did I? Okay, yeah, he's coming in. I don't actually, it's connecting right now, Jesse. I don't actually mind, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
I don't mind the schedule. I don't mind the schedule being as hard as it is. I
You
don't mind it
should.
that much. You know what I'm saying? And let me tell you why. Because we go through the schedule, we go through the playoffs and win the Super Bowl, then there leaves no doubt. That's the thing. That's why I welcome it. You know what I'm
What's
saying?
up, Leo? What's up,
What up,
Jesse?
Joe? What up, man?
What's up?
Joe. But
What's it called?
remember,
I mentioned this on Brian's NFC East Super Friends, whatever. Like how he does that
Yeah,
call
yeah,
every Wednesday.
yeah.
Yeah, whoever comes out of this, I hate the Giants, Washington, and the Eagles. Like I'm gonna
oh,
say,
thank you,
but
JoJo.
but whoever comes out of this division is gonna be battle tested. I'm saying,
Absolutely. Yeah.
yeah,
Of
I think they're
course.
gonna be ready for whoever's coming to. This is the best division in football, in my opinion.
I've
So
been saying that for the longest.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
oh yeah.
Yeah. And if you guys, again, if you haven't already, please like and subscribe to the bird section, because I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep doing this again. I'm building numbers, so I'm loving it. And again, all are welcomed here. Okay. All are welcome. Like, I'm not like the other channels where, yes, this is an Eagles bird section, this is the Eagles channel, but I prefer, you know what I'm saying, everybody, only because I don't need a peanut gallery. I don't like peanut galleries. I like diversity. You know what I'm saying? I like differences of opinion. You know what I'm saying? I like being able to I don't want to shit talk with just other Eagles fans. I want to shit talk to the person I'm shit talking to. So that way there is nothing that I will say on my videos that you all won't know that I won't say to you directly. So there's no running from it. Yes, I predicted. I said I was on Mark's show and I said that I believe the Eagles are going to repeat, and then I think we're going to threaten the three-peat. And that got so I put myself out there, and oh man, the way people was talking about me, Joe. Woo! I said,
Yeah.
okay, you know what I'm saying? Now here's the thing, because Joe,
You
you were
want the smoke.
there.
You want
You
the
were,
smoke.
yeah. I said I want you. I want all the smoke, but I also said, you know, I remember, and this is where my beef comes in, Joe, with Mark Holmes and Game Time Brian. Here's where my beef comes into play, right? Because Joe was there beginning of last season during training camp. We were talking about training camp and everything. And before training camp, we started off training camp with everybody making fun of me because the Eagles had hired Kellen Moore. Remember that,
That
Joe?
was me too. That was me too.
And that's
I
why
said that you guys were gonna get Kellen Moore.
yep, that's why I'm saying it. Yep.
All I say
That's
was,
that's why I'm bringing this
oh,
up.
he
Yep,
want
thank you.
more, more, more.
Thank you. Yep.
That's all I
And I
said.
like Joe, did everybody blast me?
Yeah,
I got
I
blasted
did.
by
Yeah, I
everybody was
blasted you.
like,
I'm not
you're
even
an
gonna
idiot.
lie. I blasted you.
Okay, Leo.
I said Kellen Moore. I said
Yep.
Kellen Moore is gonna bring this offense that's gonna be all pass happy, and he didn't. He ran the
Yeah.
ball. Yeah, I
Listen,
gotta
He
give him
did.
credit. Yeah.
you know, and so then now here's where my beef comes into play. Okay, because I all season, right, Joe? I was
Hmm.
it wasn't just it was heaviest during the off season, preseason, but once the season started going and things started happening, Saquon started doing all these things. The bashing, you know what I'm saying, by the Cowboys and the Giants fan base diminished week by week. You know what I'm saying? Still a little something, but it was always just wait. Wait till you get to the playoffs. Wait, just wait. And it never happened. So we win, right? We win. Okay. And I took a beating, a bashing from this fan base. We win. And you know what everyone tells me to do? Humble yourself. Hold the fuck up. Wait, what? Nah.
No.
Hell no.
I wouldn't say. I mean, I've never seen Dallas reach an NFC championship, but even if that, I would be annoying. I'd be like insufferable,
That's my
honestly.
point.
Yeah. So it's like I know what you're saying. I get what you're saying because I mean
That's
my team has only won one playoff game in my life, one per year. You know what I mean? So it's like, I mean, hardly that even, to be honest. So it's like I get it. If Dallas was in the NFC Championship, I'd be talking my shit too.
right. And
Yeah.
that's what I don't understand. Like, hold up, wait a minute. Now you want me to see what it is that Mark and then want me to accommodate their uncomfortableness because they're uncomfortable. Okay. And the difference between me and them is I'm comfortable with being uncomfortable, i.e., I said we're gonna win again. You see what I'm saying? I obviously don't have a problem with it, but I do. I'm not. It's not. I don't always do this shit, but I do believe it. As of today, at this very moment, I really do believe what I said. I believed it then.
I
And
can say one thing, Momo. Fall. I see no fall.
Momo's here too.
No, I see no fall. I wish
Oh,
Momo was
you
here.
seen all four of yours? Yeah,
All four. I run
yeah.
around with no shirt. I like going down the streets.
Wow. You know,
Psychopath.
So again, in my mind, I'm just like, well, all right, fine. You know what I'm saying? All I do know, what I do know is I do know that, the way things are shaping up and what I'm seeing, particularly from every team going through these live fire exercises, you know what I'm saying? There I feel like when it comes to the Cowboys, when it comes to the Giants, no, I'm sorry. I think the Cowboys and the Giants had the most work to do, and a lot of it has to. And unfortunately, a lot of that work isn't even on the football field. You know what I'm saying?
Mm,
That's the problem. You know what I'm saying? And that's something that the Giants and the Eagles are far removed from. See, all of the Giants and the Eagles issues are primarily only just rooted in actual football, not the owner screwing with another player, not a player wanting to demand a trade. None of that shit is going on. It has to do with
but
just
that can be resolved there, man, Leo. That can resolve. The Cowboys can resolve that. and it looks like they are starting to. They are
Well,
starting to.
the interesting thing is that regardless if Micah and Terry were to be signed tomorrow, damage is done already.
You
Damage is
think so?
done. Yeah,
I don't know. I
yeah.
think they're just trying to get their. I just think they're trying to get
No,
their
no,
money
no.
and
Yeah.
trying to. Their agent. They're listening to their agents, in my opinion, and
As they
trying to get the
should be, but
most.
I'm
Yeah.
talking the
Yeah.
damage
Oh
that
yeah.
I'm talking about is the distraction. You know what I'm saying?
I
You
mean,
know, every
Leo, I can't lie. You are right about that because I went on Game Times with Terrence Parsons,
I
and
was on that.
Drew says it. Drew says it all the time, and I agree with him. I really do. Micah Parsons isn't a defensive end. He's a 3-4 linebacker. He's an outside linebacker. So I
Yeah.
asked Terrence. I said, I think Micah's out of position. You're putting him on one side against a bigger guy. Usually, he's going to get
Mhm.
dominated. But Terrence was telling me he can't work at linebacker because he's not practicing. So it's like that. That's a distraction to the. I
Yeah.
mean, you're right about that, Leo, because it is a distraction. The damage has been done. He hasn't practiced in Eberflus's scheme yet.
I'm a big look, Joe. I am a super huge believer in every second that you're talking about Micah Parsons is a second you're not talking about something football
One
related.
tech, yeah, a
Yeah,
one tech, a
I don't
quarterback,
care.
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
and
yeah.
and every second you're talking about for every question you're having an answer about Terry McLaurin, that's a question. That's brain power. Like after a while, that shit adds up because
And I think it gets old for the players too.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And that's the part that I just think when I say damage is done, I'm talking in that perspective. You know what
I
I'm
see.
saying? It's like, man, like come
But they,
on.
Leo, they've been doing that for years, man. Ever since
I
Jerry
know.
had the team, he loves
Yeah,
his
Yeah,
they
players.
did it. They did
Don't
it.
get
They
me
did it to
wrong, he
Dak.
loves
They
his
did it to
players.
Dak twice. Yeah.
He loves his
yeah.
players. Don't get me wrong,
Mhm.
he'll pay them, but he just loves the drama. So he does what he
But the
does. But
difference with
you can't.
Dak, and I mean, Game Time was saying this, and I agree with him. The difference with Dak
I agree.
is Jerry would bring up the agent, like trying to talk, and Dak would say, "Hey, I'm not going to talk to you without my agent, man. Like,
That's what the
we're not,
big boo boo
yeah,
was.
we're not going to negotiate without my agent." And that's what Micah should have said.
That's what he should have done. But it
Yeah,
is what it is. But I
yeah,
believe, like
Micah's
your
he's
team.
a company. He thought he wanted to be a company man.
But it's
right.
So the
Leo. It's
company,
not. It's not. Oh yeah, Leo. It's not. It's not the players on that team. It's
Yeah,
the management. All
it's
right.
ownership. Yeah,
It's ownership. That's all that is. And I have to say, even though I'm a Giant fan, I gotta admit Brian is right. It's the fucking management. Got to pull their head out of their ass.
yeah,
yeah,
totally.
yeah, yeah. I made a video like a week or two ago talking about how the offices need their asses whooped.
I mean, you're
So
right. They totally.
like
Your team's out here adding corners because you guys know you have a need.
right.
My team needs defensive tackles, and they're saying, "Oh, we drafted Mozzie Smith." Well, Mozzie Smith is getting pushed around. It's not, it's not working. So
Well, and then
I don't
and then
know.
you turn around. That's why I said this feels like the worst game of hide and seek ever. You know what I'm saying? Because
It's
it's
more
like
like seek and watch.
we're all sitting here looking at you like you know we see you, right? You right there. You're right behind the come on, Dallas. You're right behind the tree. You're
Yeah,
bigger than the tree. We see you.
yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah.
Yeah, but
saying?
it's not the team. But don't blame the team players there, Leo. Blame the management. It's not them. They want to play.
Well,
Yeah.
again, I'm not even talking like I'm talking about the fan base. You see what I'm
But the
saying?
fan base is
I'm looking at the
frustrated.
fan base too. And I'm saying, like this is y'all are shot out for real. Hold on for a second. What the fuck?
Yeah, the
Y'all
fan base, their fan base is frustrated. They're tired of
Yeah.
every year promises, promises. And I can relate now. For 10 years, we've been the same thing.
Yep.
You
And
keep that
Leo's on
snickering,
top.
brother. You keep that snickering. You keep that snickering, brother.
Listen,
May I have to reiterate myself? Brother.
you know what? Listen, if that's where you gotta be in order to get here, because listen, Joe, I know you know what it's like. You know what I'm saying? I mean, not Joe, but Jesse, you know what it's like to win in the modern era. Joe,
Exactly.
you ain't been here.
That's a
You know what I'm saying?
shame.
And this is why I don't listen to the fan base because when they talk humble yourself and be careful and blah blah. Hold on. You don't even know what
No,
it's like to win in the 2000s. So
they had
don't do.
12 and they
You know what I'm
had 12
saying?
and something seasons, and
Yeah.
they
You know,
screwed
when you
up.
tell me
They
you're
screwed up.
five and well, you're telling me you know 5 is greater than 2. It's like yeah, but you know them all them fives came in the late 1900s, right?
90s. Yeah, they came
The
in the
late
late
no, listen,
90s. Yeah.
the late say it, let's say it like these youngins be saying it now. The late 1900s. I was born in the late 1900s. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? That's what
So
this that's
was
what we
I.
there. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I be looking at the Dallas fan base and I'm like, are you serious right now? If there's a team who needs to humble themselves and has been showing humility, is the Giants. I is the Giants are the ones who have been showing demonstrated. Now, I thought Jesse came up with a very clever way of throwing shade, but it's like
I
classy
ain't say nothing. I ain't
by
say
saying
nothing.
we in the weeds. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't
It's
do
like
nothing.
I could give you that, but like I know just the okay, you know what I'm saying? We just got to get yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, Joe, you got to admit, Jesse had the absolute worst ever season ever.
Yeah.
He
We gave
Jesse's
you
last year was greater than the last 30 that the Dallas Cowboys has been dealing with because it was their 100th anniversary. It was
don't
Saquon and
patronize me, brother. Don't
this
patronize me, man.
motherfucker ran for 2,000. Yeah, see,
they've been going. They have fetuses over there were born and still haven't seen a fucking Super Bowl.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? So it's the
Don't
worst.
patronize me. We still in the weeds.
Yeah, and that's fine. You keep my job is to make sure you stay there. That's
Don't
my
worry,
job.
you already saw us. You got a little taste of us coming out of the weeds. So you're kind of like,
Mm.
oh shit. We're like
Well,
raptors
hey,
waiting.
listen, you know what I'm saying? Joe, let me show you how you kill the conversation, right? Let me show you how you kill it right here. This all you got this all I got to say. Hey Jesse, when Saquon going to the Hall of Fame, he going in as an Eagle.
No,
I'm
it's
so
okay.
sorry, Jesse.
It's okay. But when we get our fifth Super Bowl, we're looking at you laughing. In a
Joe,
couple
that's how you
years,
kill it right
in
there.
our fifth
That,
Super Bowl, we're going like this.
hey,
Bye bye.
and listen, the comeback is not even strong enough. You see what I'm saying? The
Yeah.
comeback is not
It's
even
strong
strong
enough.
enough.
It's okay.
The strong
It's
the count
okay. The thing is, we got this little thingy in the back of your head of your Eagle fan saying, "Oh shit, a couple years.
no, I
Oh
got
shit."
something for you, Jesse. How about this? How about
You
this?
can
Right?
give all the shit you want,
Listen,
like an
no,
outhouse. I don't give a damn.
listen.
Come bring it.
Because me and Drew was talking about this, right? And
Oh God, you
yeah,
got the
yeah.
other two balls and two green balls. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead,
Listen.
nutsack. Spread your wisdom.
Look, I'm telling y'all, right? So
Mm-hmm.
look. Drew was like, "Yo," and I was like, "Yo," I've said this before, but
Hey,
never out
Bruce.
loud. But Jesse was like, he was like, I ain't playing Leo. You know what I'm saying? Personally, I think we could with Jalen and the way they keep building and everything like that, we could fuck around and catch Dallas. I said the same shit. I've been saying the same thing. I think we're gonna catch y'all. But when it's all said and done, by the end of Jalen Hurts' career, I think we will have caught the Cowboys.
You think you're
Go
going to get
right
3-1?
behind
Yeah,
you.
I think
Okay.
so. If you think about it, if you
Beautiful
think about it,
dreamer,
if you think
beautiful.
about it,
Yo, where'd
like
you get that ganja at? Because I want some of
look,
that shit.
Joe, here's the thing. Here's the thing. Jalen turned 27 yesterday. No, day before yesterday. You know what I'm saying? And he's already we're already on a number 2 with him. I mean, number 2 in terms of franchise wise, right? 1 with him. With the way we have, when you think about these youngins we got on the team and these draft picks that we keep accumulating, you see what I'm saying?
Like we
We
didn't.
we could fuck around, you know what I'm saying? And we could actually, you know what I'm saying, like put like this, we'll compete at least for the next 5 to 6 years for a Super Bowl.
Well,
Okay.
Randy McIntyre says it all the time, O'Brien's. You guys have the great offensive line and defensive line. That's
And
how you win.
Yeah.
That's how you.
And
Yeah.
if we keep that,
Yeah.
if we keep that formula going, because at the
I
end
give
of
you
the
that.
day, it's like it's not hard, it's not rocket science. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like people keep trying to reinvent winning. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? People
Yeah.
keep trying to
Yeah.
reinvent winning. People keep trying to throw out data and all this other stuff. And and it's like, Chris May is here.
Ooh,
You know
Chris
what I'm saying?
May.
Yep,
Well, it's
Chris
like
May.
this. I love what Bruce said to me. He said, "Yes, we are like wolf named Cujo. We're rabid. We wait. We have nothing to lose.
See,
Cujo
Joe,
coming."
what up, Chris?
What's up,
Listen,
Chris?
Hey
listen.
guys.
Joe is. I'm sorry. When Jesse says this shit, right, Joe? Doesn't it sound more like an affirmation rather than like he needs to tell himself? You know what I'm saying? It's like someone who has to say things to convince them.
I
Like
ain't gotta say
know,
nothing. I see with my eyes.
we we
My people
we
are just
coming. You know what
relaxed.
I'm saying?
We
You hear that,
coming. We got nothing to lose. You know
Chris?
what's worse? Excuse me. Remember, hungry dogs run faster.
That was
We
us.
hungry. Hungry wolves rip and tear. That's what we are.
Okay, okay. Now you just got to pair that up with the talent and the
Yep,
competency. You know what I'm
exactly.
saying? Them other two factors, and the only reason why I'm saying that is because the same people who allowed this whole Saquon debacle to unfold such as it did are the same people that's in that office.
Right.
That's the only, like, Jesse, you could tell me about you being in the weeds and the talent that I seen bring it up and everything like that, but you
But
cannot you cannot talk about that stuff and just think that you're just not going to mention the fact that the same decision makers are in your front office
I
and
like
not
see
say
here's
nothing.
the
You don't like
but
you don't
but you
think anything.
but Leo, you keep having it in your head every time I say we in the weeds. Your eyes bulge just like Drew. It is
No,
like this.
don't. No, I'm
Oh,
but I'm
okay.
asking you. Like,
Yes, ma'am.
what is like? Forget that. What like? How do you feel about that? You don't think anything?
Oh, we think about one thing: blood, revenge. You took our
No,
damn
that's
running
not what I'm
back.
talking
We
about.
want
Listen,
that.
Jesse. The
Yes, sir.
same people who were a part and behind the decisions that led to Saquon walking are still in your front office, and you're just not gonna say nothing.
And they
I
drafted
give a
Daniel Jones.
I give I
Yeah.
give a pass. I give a pass to the coach because that wasn't his
Dayball. Okay.
quarterback.
Yeah,
He got
I
dumped. He
agree.
got dumped with
Yeah.
Daddy Dickhead. All
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah.
Now the manager,
I'm
he
not
can
gonna argue with
go.
that. Yeah.
He can go.
Okay. That's what I was trying to get to. Like,
Oh,
I hear
that's
you
fine.
about the players, but talk to me about your front office because like here's the thing. What blows my mind, and this is why I talk shit to 49er fans, is that
Please do.
nobody's head rolled for Brock Purdy.
Yeah.
Brock Purdy should have never been put in the position that he got put in. Thank
He got paid.
God
He
he was
got paid.
capable. But if folks were really doing their jobs like they should have been doing, they should that
Trey
that
Lance.
organization should have never lost all that draft capital or
Yeah.
those
Oh
players.
yeah.
They
Agree.
lost
Oh,
Garoppolo,
they
they
lost all
lost
that.
Smith, they
And
traded
I enjoyed
all that,
every minute of it.
and
Yep, I
nobody
did
got
too, Jesse.
fired.
Nope. The Brock, that was Brock Purdy's agent's point, Leah, when they were trying to pay him. They were like, "Oh, take a pay cut," but Brock Purdy's agent was like, "He's the reason you guys have a job right now."
It's like this.
Yes,
We got
Yeah.
your
Yeah.
mind, right?
yes. How are you still here?
Right.
They
Like,
call
how are
him
you
Mr.
still playing?
Mr.
How are you still
Irrelevant.
working
They
for
call him
us?
as Mr. Irrelevant. Come on now.
Right. They
That's
got
my point.
lucky, man.
That's why I always say to them, y'all actually struck lightning in the bottle, but
Yeah.
at the end of the day, that's Mr. Irrelevant. Your
Right.
fucking starting quarterback that you just had to pay a lot of money to was Mr. Irrelevant. What's that say? The fact that he's captaining that offense. That's the one that's running the offense. It's an indictment on your scouting, on your coaches. It's an indictment on your front office people. It's an indictment on your or everybody. Like, do you realize how much? Like, it's going to take them. Like, their championship window has closed.
Oh, it's closed. It's
Yeah.
closed. They
Closed.
lost.
And
They
they got
lost all
Christian
their
McCaffrey on
defenders.
their team.
Yeah, and look how he did last year without him. He didn't do anything without a run game last year.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
and again, like like the fact that
Oh,
he saved
he
so
did
many
something jacking
jobs,
shit.
Yeah, exactly.
and y'all not gonna pay him? Oh, you ungrateful sons of bitches! All y'all, no, not a head roll. You know what I'm saying? I mean, hey, listen, everybody knows we don't have to guess or anything as to why things are happening and everything like that. Everybody knows it's Jerry and his son.
Yeah.
Okay, there's no questioning that. You know what I'm saying? We know that at the end of the day, they may take into consideration what the scouts may say. They may take into consideration what coaches may say or
Like
whatever.
that guy Will McClay. I think he gives them advice, but
But
they're the ones making the final
exactly,
decision.
we know
Yeah.
that. We ain't
Yeah.
got to guess that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But
Yeah.
Chris, who the fuck in San Francisco okayed all that shit?
I
How
have
the
no clue,
The
man.
mayor.
right?
All I know is that team actually now they split it up a lot to where there's multiple owners now. So it's like, you know, it's kind
But
of
the
like Tom
fact that,
Brady his thing.
but you
It's
understand
like
my
Yeah.
point when I say the
it's like a
fact.
100%.
bunch.
Oh, I
Yo,
get
San
you.
Fran,
Like, it's who do you hold accountable for it?
San
You know?
Fran, yo, San Fran's a bunch of owners like gerbils and fucking Richard Gere's ass.
Wait, what you were
Love
saying,
that,
Joe?
Jesse.
What you were saying, Joe?
Oh man, their GM. I forgot his name, but he gets a lot of heat around here. Because I'm in San Francisco market, pretty much. But
John
I mean,
Lynch.
John Lynch. Yeah,
Eh,
he gets some
Joe,
heat over here for
wait,
the
wait,
Trey Lance situation.
Joe, wait. Let me just say this to you, bro, because I know you young. You're younger than us, right? But let me
Oh
tell
yeah.
you something, bro, for real. And this is coming as an eyewitness with my own two eyes, okay? No joke. Motherfucking John Lynch was a bad white boy. That was a bad
Yeah, he
white boy.
Great
was.
safety,
Internet
dude.
safety,
Yeah.
Oh
dude.
You
yeah.
wanted.
Yeah.
He did
John
not
Lynch
play.
was
He
no
was a
fucking joke.
headhunter. He was a headhunter.
Yes.
Yeah.
Tell him, Jesse.
No
Tell him,
slouch
Chris.
at all.
Joe,
He was
listen
like,
to me. That GM is a bad white boy. Okay. Christian McCaffrey's dad, Ed McCaffrey.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. My dad
Bad
showed me
white
tape
boy.
on him. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's a
Yeah.
bad boy. That's a bad
I
man.
saw
He was
him
good with New
live,
York
Daddy,
buddy.
Jesse,
and with
tell him
Denver.
Christian's daddy,
He,
Christian McCaffrey's daddy. You don't.
Yeah.
That's another one you ain't
I was
doing.
You
like,
know what I remember
okay,
about his dad? This every time
Oh.
after he made a play. Like
Yeah, that
snapping
shit.
his
This,
neck.
yeah,
Yeah.
this shit. You like what the fuck? Like,
Yeah.
yo,
Did you pop on
listen,
that thing or what?
Joe. I know they predate you. You know what I'm saying? And that's why
You know
that's
what
why
he
I'm
remind
telling
me
you.
of? He
Like,
remind me of a Pay Mai from fucking Kill Bill.
yes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yo, Joe, listen to me. Them two dudes, they're like them dudes, like John Lynch and Christian McCaffrey's dad. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying, bruh?
Mm.
And and the only reason why I'm saying it to you like that is because I don't think, to be honest with you, I don't think people really, especially the younger generation, they don't understand, like, because everyone's so caught up in stats and data. But let me
Analytics.
tell you from a like a first person point of view, because I've seen them play. You know what I'm saying? Mm-mm. You ain't
Yeah.
you got to put some respect on their names. You know what
That
I'm saying?
Tampa
Especially
defense, man.
John Lynch. That
Yeah. Well,
I'm just
he
like,
gets
I was so surprised when he became a GM, because I was like, he still got brain cells that he used to do. Like, Chris,
He was like,
shouldn't he have
he
like a
scared
punch
me. He
drunk?
fucking scared me.
You
Yeah,
think
like
he had CTE up the butt, man?
yeah, that's what I'm
Give
thinking,
him a
Joe.
The way
Like,
he lived with his neck and
I mean,
head back
Chris,
then.
I'm thinking the same thing. Like, yo, Joe, listen, I mean, like I'll be honest with you, and he is so blessed. But yes, I'm thinking that John Lynch should be like mush brain right now.
Oh yeah.
That's how bad. Like. Listen, he used to fuck people up.
Yeah.
He used to
He was
fuck
like-
people
He was
up.
like Scarface. He be like a Scarface in the NFL.
Oh yeah. But that Tampa defense all around was a freaking beast, man.
Bruh.
With
Oh,
Derek
Him,
Brooks, Warren
Sapp.
Sapp. Hell yeah,
they-
dude.
yeah,
Oh,
Then they got the
God.
dude from Arizona, Eric Swan, and man, when they got him.
Bruh, listen.
nasty.
Listen, them dudes, John Lynch used to fuck people up. And you know who else used to fuck people up? Steve Atwater.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The hit he put on Christian Okoye, the Nigerian Nightmare, again.
I've never seen anybody do that ever.
Hey,
again.
Leo,
was nuts.
Remind me of back in the day, the Raiders defense in the 70s.
Chris Long's dad.
Oh,
Howie.
Yeah.
Howie.
Yeah.
They were smoking and drinking before a game.
Yeah.
Matthews brothers.
But I just want you to, like, Joe, because this guy is so forward facing now, you know what I'm saying? I had to like hold up for a minute. Let me it gotta be something because I'm an Eagles fan saying this shit. But I can tell you, like John Lynch is that dude. That was a bad white boy.
It was bad.
God damn. Shit.
Well, and he gets praised around here actually like a lot. That's what I meant to say.
Yeah, he better. You know what I'm saying?
What he did with Trey Lance was, I mean, Brock Purdy bailed him out for sure. I can't even lie.
Which is why I'm screaming like I'm screaming, and nobody got fired. Nobody.
Because I think even Kyle's dad, Mike, who won that Super Bowl with the Broncos in the '90s, I think Mike Shanahan has some say in that team too.
Sharp helped him. Sharp helped him.
Oh yeah, Sharp helped him a lot. But I mean, I think he's got some say too.
The Super Bowl.
Yep.
So of course, like, listen. Let me tell you something. Like, nobody is surprised that Kyle Shanahan is as successful as he has been,
right?
Because of his daddy. That's why nobody's surprised.
CZ made a point there. Chuck Cecil.
Oh yeah.
Oh, wow, damn, yeah, yup. And then
good one, CZ.
See, look, I done got into this so much I didn't even read these things. So Jason Cole's a nerd. That's coming from Bruce Banner, who's ran a trip. Jesse, what you smoking on, homie? Goddamn, nothing. But if you, I'm the one that's smoking.
It's called Bud Ice with a nice straw, bitch.
But if you need to know, it's called Chunky Monkey. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and it's good too, as you can see. That hit was on Okoye. Damn, I was little, but I remember that hit. Yeah, they called him the Nigerian Nightmare. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he was. But again, I because we were talking about front offices, and then Joe brought up Joe. We were talking about San Fran. I'm like, that's why I be looking. And again, the same craziness that I be looking at you and Chris and Jesse with, like, it's the same thing I'm looking at with San Fran. Like, please, whatever, please. Like, you guys.
They lost two good defensive players. They lost Hufanga, their safety.
They could have paid him. They could have paid him.
They could have paid both of them, and they didn't. So,
they got money?
They traded Debo. They had Debo's big contract at the time. So, I mean, they didn't have money, I think, at the time.
If they got money, they only got it because they had to get rid of.
Yeah, right.
You see what I'm saying? Like, it's like, listen, and this is where I'm at. Like, even when I look at Dallas, right, and I'm like, yo, if I was tasked with fixing Dallas, what would I do? And I said I'd trade everyone away. Fuck it, start all
don't
over.
Be like that. No way.
Only because of what I could get. You know what I'm saying?
Right, damn Leo.
There's a lot of there's two number ones on that team. There's a serviceable quarterback who's at the end where we could see the light at the end of his tunnel. You know what I'm saying? And you got Micah. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, go ahead, start stockpile, do what Jimmy did, do it all over again. You know what I'm saying? Because that's started all. Look, we did it.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? With Chip, we did it. We got rid of Deshaun Jackson, Michael Vick, Jeremy Maclin, and Alicia.
That's because he wanted to do it. If he should have never
I didn't listen. Trust me when I tell you, I was screaming. Okay, I was screaming. I was laughing.
Yeah. Look,
that was a good time for Dallas.
Dream team. When I heard
listen, don't get me wrong. I am under no illusion. when we were going through all that shit under Chip Kelly, that was a good time to be a Cowboys fan. That
Oh,
was a
man.
good time to be a Giants fan. That was a
Yeah,
good time to be a
yeah.
Redskins fan. At
Well,
our
I
expense.
knew I knew you guys were up and coming. So when he traded those guys, I was like, what
And
is
they
he?
slipped
We
them.
said the I said the same thing.
Yeah, I said, what is
the
he
manager in the
doing?
closet.
He traded LaShawn McCoy for like this backup line. I forgot his name.
Kiko
Something
Alonso.
Alonzo. That's what it was. Oh,
Mhm.
and
Because
I
that was
just
his
was
player
like,
in college.
I was like, bro, I feel bad for these Eagle fans. Kiko Alonso.
Bruh, listen. Do you realize that Marcus Mariota was supposed to be the prince that was promised?
Yeah,
He
that's what
wanted him.
he
Remember
tried
that?
to trade up for him, right? He tried to trade up for him, right,
He
Leo?
wanted
Yeah.
him.
Yep.
hmm
Yep.
Well,
Remember
and
all
as
that?
much shit, I don't mean to bring it back to Dallas, but as much shit as we give Stephen Jones, he saved us. Jerry Jones wanted to draft Johnny Manziel,
Yeah,
I
and
was
true.
Stephen
hoping
That's
Jones,
for
true.
that.
That's
Man,
true.
Stephen Jones
That's
said,
true.
he
That's
Say
said,
true.
we
"Hey
got the
Yeah.
man, you got to
lineman.
build the offensive line. You can't have a quarterback up back there with no offensive
Johnny
line."
Manziel. Oh my God, you would never hear the end of it.
Oh man,
But you know what? He
I
was
would
young and
have.
made a lot of mistakes, so he's
Yeah,
admitted to that stuff too.
Yeah. But you
yeah.
know
Oh,
what though?
It takes a
I
big
mean,
man to admit what he admitted.
right. Yeah. Oh, totally. And I mean, I don't mean to say this on the guy, but it's like I don't even know if he'd like be here if he went to Dallas. He knew Texas all around. You know, he
That's
knew
why
all those
he could have been
spots.
the biggest
Yeah.
thing in Texas, and with
Oh
a
Hey,
man.
personality like his, it could have been worse.
hey,
He could have
Yeah.
ended
I
up
think it
hey,
would
dead.
have been
If he'd
worse.
have came to
Yeah.
hey,
Dallas, he could have.
Leo.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
Leo. You know what's the worst embarrassment of that era with Chip Kelly? When they asked him about a game, he said, "Well, ask the coach. I'm the manager."
Mm, mm, Lord have mercy.
That's
Yeah, I
Yeah.
remember
true.
Same
that.
thing.
Yeah,
Moron.
he came to San Francisco for a year, and these Niner fans are like,
Yeah,
fire this
Coyote, they
guy.
were.
Yeah, these Niner fans were so mad at Chip Kelly. They hated him. They hate him as much as Eagle fans.
Yeah. Listen,
Yeah.
Coyote was like, Coyote agrees with me. If you trade it away, you can have all kinds of picks, but that won't happen. And I agree.
No,
You know
that won't
what I'm saying?
happen. Yeah,
That's why I
they're too
said
Shouldn't
hard
happen
headed.
though.
that's why I propose it in a hypothetical scenario, saying if I was tasked with rebuilding with running the Cowboys, what would I do? And I'd be like, I'd get rid of everybody because I know I'm gonna get insane amounts of draft picks,
But
and I
that's
just
admitting
rebuild
that.
the whole
But
team,
that's it,
get
Leo. That's admitting.
everybody.
That's management. That's management
Yeah.
admitting they were wrong, and they're not going to
I'm
do
not gonna
that.
admit that they're wrong. Yeah, absolutely. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing, like if I'm a new GM and a new head coach and all that other shit, man, listen, if I don't have some sort of control over who coming up in here, I need my own quarterback. I need my own, defensive coordinator, my own offensive coordinator. I need all that. I need to have complete say so over that if this is going to be built in my image, because that's what this is. You know what I'm saying? And so again, the knocks that I have on my team's coaches is that, there's a particular type of immaturity that kind of rears its head a bit with him, you know what I'm saying? And that's when, he starts engaging with the crowd, particularly the Eagles crowd, like, don't do that, dog. That's you're creating a situation
That's
for
Big
yourself you
Dom
don't
doing
want.
that. Big Dom's helping that, keeping that.
Yeah, yeah. Like, hey, keep him, like, don't let him be talking shit to the crowds no more. Stop that. You know what I'm saying? I like it, but I don't like it. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, I like to know that my coach got that kind of fire in him, but I would prefer that he didn't express it. You know what I'm saying? Because you know what happens? Attitude is a reflection of leadership.
Daddy took
And
him.
if
No,
he's doing that,
Yeah, Big
Leo,
Dom. Didn't Big
Daddy.
Dom put him in line? Yeah.
Yeah.
I
No,
hope
Daddy.
so.
That Big
Yeah.
Daddy took him up to the office up there and said, "What the fuck you doing?"
Yeah. Oh, well, listen. Hence why whenever you hear Jeffrey Lurie has stepped in and said anything, ooh,
You getting pow pow.
yeah, ooh, you don't want that. You know what I'm saying? You don't want that. Again, everybody, listen, if you haven't already, please hit the like button on this mother, like Mark and say, this mother humper. You know what I'm saying? Nah, on this motherfucker. Hit the like button, you know what I'm saying? Because again, and I'm gonna do it one more time, just one more time. You know what I'm saying? While I got everybody in here, I'm going to put I'm gonna put the Zoom link in the chat.
Come on in. Please do. Get this man. Get this man.
I can't
Acknowledge
say nothing until we
me.
get done playing a game at least with something.
I just want to see you and Dallas go at it, beat the hell out of each other, so I can. Regardless, I'm a hyena. We in the weeds. We waiting for one of you to lose so we can go ahead and go filet or
Well,
buffet.
here's the thing. You know what I'm saying? That's everybody. You know what I'm saying? And again, that's the draw. Like, y'all know that's the draw of the bird section. I figured it out just by being on Mark Holmes's game channel and being the lonely Eagles fan and having to deal with all that. What part of what makes it fun, and again, winning in the modern era, is that you can actually, plant yourself in the middle, in the heart of Cowboys Nation, Giants Nation, Commanders Nation, and talk your shit. You know what I'm saying?
Please, Leo. I'm in the middle of North Philadelphia. I know Jones
okay.
same thing, so I don't want to hear it.
Yeah, hey, listen, Jesse, let me tell you something, bro. So I lived for over 20 years. I lived outside of market. Okay. I lived in the Commanders market. You know what I'm saying? I lived in the Panthers market. I've been all over. You know what I'm saying? If I've been overseas, it was everybody. You see what I'm saying? So I'm having the time of my life right now just by being in market. You know what
So
I'm
you're gonna
saying?
have Patrick Swayze grab you and put you in the air because you had the time of your life?
Yes, I'm having that kind. Yep, because how my man Pizzle said, because my quarterback was having the time of his life.
Exactly.
Dancing, right, Chris?
Oh, you
Remember that?
caught that. Yeah, you caught that. You caught that, Leo. All right, cool.
When we won the Super Bowl, Pizzle was pissed. You know what I'm saying?
You think that he wasn't? I was in the middle of the fucking shit going like this. God damn it, God damn it. I had nephews. I had everybody around the neighborhood laughing at me. I'm like, fuck off, fuck you. Oh.
See Pizzle, you know what I'm saying? Like the way he was screaming, he was like, the thing that made me the most upset was my quarterback was dancing, having the time of his life.
Now you see why I'm so fucking raging motherfucker.
Yeah, but here's the thing, and I am not ashamed to admit this. I am so not ashamed, but I intentionally often go to Pizzle's page just to see that footage, and it makes me laugh. It still makes me laugh. I go to
it still
Mark's
makes me laugh.
page.
Oh yeah, him go like this. Fuck.
I mean, when they lost to the Packers, you should have seen me. You guys would have laughed too.
Wait, Joe, listen to me. Listen to me. You got to understand, okay? You got to understand. That was my second year of seeing Mark go through the pain of losing. Okay. So mind you, but that was I wasn't around for when. No, I'm sorry. Actually, no, that was my third year. That was actually my third year of witnessing Mark go through being disappointment. The Cowboys Nation.
The brother screwed us.
The brother screwed us. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't learn about Pizzle until Devontae got drafted. And I was like, who the hell is this guy? And through Pizzle is how I found Mark Holmes and Philly 500. You see what I'm saying? So it was like that's how I found everybody. So I was going through my third year. You see what I'm saying? And so when they lost the way that they did the first time against San Fran, I was watching the second year because I was hoping that they would lose. You know what I'm saying? And it was funny as hell. Now, last year, I'll be honest with you, I genuinely expected the Cowboys to win that. I was like, oh, they're going to get to the second round. You know what I'm saying? Because We're talking about a 7th seed. The way they was
This-
playing,
Oh,
it was
yeah.
a home game
But
in
they were
Dallas.
already setting up parties, I guess, or
Yeah,
something.
and the
Yeah.
way everyone was
Yeah.
talking,
They were.
yeah, I was like, ain't no way in hell that they're gonna lose. And when it
They
happened,
lost.
Dude, I was kind of pissed.
I
when it
ain't gonna
happened.
That's
front.
the
I
I
day.
was
was
so mad.
so
I was
shocked.
so
Leo,
mad.
that's the day when the 800-pound female gorilla squad hit me because I was going off and they went, like, I'm a subscriber. Screw you. What the
Yeah,
hell?
nah, listen. Like when I tell you that I was completely surprised because I generally wait to get on your podcast. You know what I'm saying? Come on in, dog.
Come on, the water's fucking nice and warm. I took a piss in
The
it.
link is in the chat, bro. Come on in if you can, if you want. You know what I'm
I
saying?
took a
But
nice pee
listen,
in it. Come on in.
when they Chris, I literally I betted on y'all.
Yeah, I did too. So
I really thought y'all like I was like, ain't no way in hell. Not with the way they balling. And
stayed
they
dude,
away
and
from
when it
haven't.
that
was
one.
20-0 in the first quarter, I'm like,
Oh, I was
you
so
got to
mad.
be freaking kidding me.
Listen, when it was
I
20
have
to
to-
nothing, right? Listen, Chris. No, I'm gonna tell you what did me in. When the tight end was all alone by himself on the field and caught that pass, and there was nobody around him.
Hmm.
And
Yep.
that's when I was like, because I kept thinking, like, is this a joke?
Oh, I was so mad, man.
Like,
the
I was
penalties
like,
are the penalties were kicking. The refs are throwing penalties
right.
at them too.
yeah, and
I mean, they
I
were just playing undisciplined football. They were playing bad football, man.
They
was
were
Bad.
vicious. I'm like,
And
what
I
the
mean,
fuck are you
they
thinking?
bruh,
had
You have this.
they had a safety at linebacker, man. It was
Br-
bad. It was
bruh,
bad.
bro, listen, fellas, check this out, right? I watched Mark earlier in it, like at the beginning of a stream, him, game time. Hey, he was like, for shits and giggles, I looked up, I looked up what the flights would be just to see for the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, oh, okay,
Beautiful.
y'all
That's
got to,
beautiful.
if you make it through the end. I said we'll see in the NFC Championship because that's what I thought y'all were going. You know what I'm saying?
I did
Your
too. Yeah.
motherfuckers lost and I'm like, you know what I'm saying? And mind you, I had to go back to Mark's thing because I wasn't watching. I wasn't keeping up with the game. You know what I'm saying? We ain't have a dog in
Oh,
that fight.
I have that recorded. Hidden Phaeton. I have that recorded
The most
for
asinine
posterity.
thing was we did no adjustments in the second half, and it looked like
I
Dan
thought
Quinn
the
didn't
same
give a
thing,
crap.
Chris. I
I'm
thought
like,
I was
What the
like, I'm
fuck?
not going Chris, listen. I was not a believer until the end of the third quarter, and I was like, oh, this ain't good.
Yo,
mhm.
Leo, Sandeep saying hi.
Who? Sandeep.
Sandeep saying,
What up, Sandeep? What's good, man? You know what I'm saying? If you want, hop on into the chat. You see the link to the Zoom is in the chat. So if you want to come on in, come on in. Let's talk some shit. You know what I'm saying? That's why I got these cats right here on here. That's the whole point. You know what I'm saying? I want them
Predator,
all.
please. Predator. See that?
Yeah,
Predator. See Predator.
see Chris again.
Bring Jerry Jones on here, and then
Affirmations.
we can really have some fun.
Affirmation.
Yeah, baby.
Chris, these are all affirmations for Jesse. He has no
We
choice but
Louise.
to be there. You see what I'm saying? He has no choice. You know, I get it. You know what I'm saying?
Scared
But
you are,
hold
young
on,
Padawan.
let me go back. Hold on, because I want to finish this because I ain't gonna lie. I've never expressed this to you like this, but seriously though, I did not see that coming. I did not see that coming. I did not see that loss to Green Bay. Not like that.
Well,
Not like
dude,
that.
it
That
was
was
it was the
crazy.
same
That
year where
was
you guys
crazy.
lost
That
6 in
should
a
have been
row. I
one.
didn't see
Yeah.
that coming.
That's
Well,
that's
Should
how
have
we
been
got the
win.
division.
Yeah,
Chris,
I
we
didn't see that
yeah.
coming
now
at
let me
all.
tell you though. Let me tell you, right? Because I've maintained this. You know what I'm saying? The way we lost, the manner in which we lost, those games and everything like that, it had nothing to do with talent, nothing at all. Something was happening in that locker room. There was something going on. And I said, we're gonna have to be some years removed from that season to find out what actually happened.
Beast mode.
Because
That was beast
because
mode.
because remember, that's when Jeffrey Lurie was like, yo, I'm having a meeting on Tuesday with Brian with Howie and Nick. I mean, yeah, with Howie and Nick, and we go and they better have a plan.
That
And
was your
sure
captains,
enough,
buddy.
you know what I'm saying? Thanks, Stable One. You know what I'm saying? You know, and that right there is what made me realize. I was like, oh shit. And you saw what happened. Ben John, my man got sent to, he's down in Commanders. They fired a lot of people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's why I kept trying to tell other Cowboy fans, like, listen, y'all, I get Jerry Jones is a circus in of himself. Oh yeah, okay, I'll get with you. How about Sandeep? Hold on. I get y'all are accustomed to Jerry Jones always being in front of the camera and always talking, but that's not Jeffrey Lurie.
Yeah.
You don't ever see, the only time you see Jeffrey Lurie's at the draft, swinging in his chair, smiling. He'll get on the phone and say congratulations and all that shit, but that's it.
But
You'll
Yeah,
see
he's
him,
not the center of attention. Like
Yeah,
Leo,
you'll see him.
Leo,
You'll see him. Huh?
those cowboy players back in the 90s didn't give a fuck about Jerry. They got together and they had the captains and said, "No, fuck this shit. Let's do this." They
Yeah,
They had
did.
Jimmy too.
yeah,
I have to admit it. I
Yeah,
have to
yeah,
admit
Different
it.
attitude.
and Jimmy too. Jimmy installed an attitude in them to
Yeah, that
ignore
was a
Jerry.
rental, by the way,
Yeah.
Chris. That was a rental.
Yeah, I believe so now.
Joe, let me tell you something, because Chris could tell you, all right? Chris could tell you, all right? And again, this is coming from an Eagles fan, all right? All right. What you heard at halftime for that Green Bay game, that was the coach. That was the 90s Jimmy Johnson. That was him.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
That was
the way, like
that was legendary.
all that stuff that he was saying at halftime.
That spooked me.
That's literally how he coached. He was in coach mode.
I
He was
saw
not
a
in
coach.
analyst mode. He was not in anything mode. He was so motherfucking pissed.
You saw those players.
He was so mad.
He was
Oh, you could
so
tell.
mad
Everybody was looking right
that
at
he-
him too.
Like, yeah, everybody, like, listen, he was so mad that he snapped. He was not an analyst. That was Coach Jimmy Johnson. That was the Super Bowl coach.
All you needed was that.
That's what you heard.
All you needed was the Orc Spam theme music and Lord of the Rings back.
Now here's the thing. Here's the thing. These players don't respond to that type of coaching like that.
Nope.
You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
They don't respond to that. Remember, everything's about emotions now. Everybody's in touch with their feelings and all that shit. So you can't really hurt nobody's feelings. So a coach, Jimmy Johnson, just wouldn't work. You see what I'm saying?
Different.
That's the problem. That's part of the problem right there. Jimmy Johnson said it. You know what I'm saying? I didn't care about Charles Haley's transgressions or anything like that. I just want to know, can he be reasoned with? If he can be reasoned with, I can work with that.
Well,
and that's exactly what he did.
Leo, that's these teams now. These young guys nowadays don't know about that. They're Mr. Sensitives nowadays.
Yup.
Why are you a perfect example? Miami. Look at them. They were like bitching. Oh, he pressures us too much. Oh, yeah. And what's he do?
They got rid of him.
Yep.
And then what happened?
He do somewhere else?
He went somewhere else and turned the team from 26-1. He took the defense from 26-1. Why? Because them Georgia boys said it. I like Vic Fangio. He old school. He coach hard. I like to be coach hard. That was Jordan Davis. Jordan Davis and Jalen Carter said the same thing. They was like, oh man, I like Vic. He old school. He coach hard. You're gonna have to do what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, I'm also looking at I'm looking at the way they're saying it, like how they're, you know, the manner in which they're speaking and everything. And it's like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Like these dudes really, yeah, they really like that. They like that hardcore culture, because that was the word that I had gotten about Vic Fangio. With Vic Fangio, there is no middle ground with him. Either you like him or you don't. There's no middle ground. He's not one of them kind of one of them kind of coaches that he's gonna have to grow.
Shoddy,
no.
And he's gonna put a foot in your ass if you're not.
I'll tell you what,
That's what most people need.
Leo, Shoddy, I'm gonna tell you right now, just even though I'm the enemy, Shoddy ain't looking good too now. Shoddy getting respect out of that team.
Well, he's got a lot of respect from the Joneses too. I think they respect him more
Yeah,
than they've
but
respected the
yeah,
but
but the
Longhorns
then
players,
coach.
you not forget the
Yeah,
Joneses. The players
yeah,
are the ones that the respect.
I
right.
get
That
that,
reminds
but
me a lot of my old team back in the day. I'm
I
just
get
saying,
that,
he's
and
old
I
school.
think he would probably be more effective if the Joneses weren't undermining him, such as the way that
The
they do.
ghost of his father is near him. I'm telling you, you saw him
Yeah, Marty.
cry.
Yeah, yeah,
His
yeah,
ghost
yeah,
of his father's there
yeah.
coaching him as he's coaching. I'm telling you.
I'm not. Listen, I don't think that Shoddy is a bad coach. I don't think he's a
Nope.
good coach
I
either. I
don't.
just don't think
Not
he's.
at all.
I just need all I need. Listen, all I need is let me see some film. Let me get some material. You know what I'm saying?
First
Let me just
season,
see.
man.
And we don't have
And we
nothing
need
yet.
time. The only thing that's
Ain't
gonna
nothing.
Yeah,
the
we got
only thing that's
nothing.
gonna the only thing that's gonna cure that is time. We have never seen him as a head coach. We know what his
Exactly.
pedigree is.
It's like
We know what he's
Sirianni
been
was
at.
too.
Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah, but
Remember
yeah,
Mr.
same thing with
Flowers? Remember Mr.
I'm
Flowers? All
the
that
same
shit.
place I was when Nick Sirianni had that fucked up ass press conference. I'm
That
in
was
the same
beautiful.
place when it comes to Shoddy in
That
terms
was
of
lovely.
what I think of him and evaluating and everything like that. I'm in the same place. That's all. And
Mhm.
it's not a dig on him. It's just that dog. Let me make an assessment at least can I get one season of him as a head coach?
Yeah.
Because I don't know what like hey listen
But the,
I hear how the players are talking and I hear how the fans are talking and how y'all feel and I get it with the differences and all that other stuff. Yes, you know what I'm saying, but I'm not ready to make any kind of assessment until I at least get one season with them.
Well,
Leo, you
same thing
almost
here.
buried him in the second
I
season.
got
You
you.
wanted it. Your fans wanted him and gone. I can attest because I was here.
You talking about with
They wanted him out.
you talking
Oh,
about with Nick?
Sirianni? Yeah.
With Nick, they wanted him gone after that Super Bowl. They wanted him done. I'm like,
Listen,
what are you thinking?
listen. I get that. Understand something. Eagles fans, our fan base, we have very tempestuous hearts. Okay,
Ah, you think?
which is which is why which is why it does not matter what you say, what a Cowboy fan says, or what a Commander fan says. You guys, all y'all have to admit the fact that y'all never say anything that we don't say ourselves first to our own players because it's what we're known for. No other fan base is going to out talk shit about our own players than
We
us.
do. We do. Don't even
No,
go there, Leo, with
no,
me. Not
no,
with my team.
no, no, no,
Nah, don't even
no,
go there. I can
no,
represent my team. I've been
no,
there
no,
for
no.
30
Listen to me. No,
years.
no. Listen to me. Listen to me. You are never going to out talk shit about Eagles players than Eagles fans are going to talk shit about Eagles players.
No,
You
I
get what
let
I'm
them eat
saying?
their own. That's okay.
Yes,
They can
that's
eat
what we're
their own.
known
That's their
for.
problem.
That's what we're known for. We keep it all the way buck. If you are playing shitty, oh, you're going to hear it, but you're going to hear it in the worst kind of way. If you're
Yeah,
coaching shitty, you're going to hear it, but you're going to hear it in the worst kind of way. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? That's what we're known for. And
yeah. I
that's
remember
all
that
I'm
coach.
saying.
I remember he
Like
coached from the
so
70s. Rest in
it,
peace, that movie he had. I remember that.
wait. And that's why I'm saying to you, when a lot of times when the other fan bases are trying to high side at our expense, it's not as big of a flex as y'all might think it is. Because we done already said that shit already. Look at the dude that when the fire broke out and they was tossing them kids out the window. And my man said it. They was tossing babies out and we was catching them. He was just tossing them out. We was out here catching them. Unlike Aguilar with his mishaps. Is that not the most Philly thing to say during a fire? Okay, a fire, and they talking about saving kids, saving babies. And this dude was like, and we was catching them, unlike Aguilar and his
Well,
missteps.
he must have got to Washington.
You straight out of Philly, dog. It's you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, bro, I get it. I get y'all got y'all jokes, and that's fine, but believe me, y'all never say anything more than we won't say that we ain't
I
already
never
said.
said you're not a blue collar. We
I'm
blue
not
collar
saying that.
too.
No, I didn't say you did. I didn't say that. I'm just
All
saying.
right.
I'm stating something. You know what I mean? Like, look, it like the shit talking. Hey, you can piss us off, but it ain't as bad as you might think it is because we already there. You know what I'm saying? So nah, You know,
You're up there on the pedestal.
and
We
to be
down here.
and I'm gonna be even more frank. You know what I'm saying? Because I like what David Stat said because it's true. There is no way we would have let a QB like Dakota to stay for 10 years and not win like Dallas does. We would have gotten rid of him and I've been a fan of the Eagles since '69. He's got a point there.
You didn't get rid
It's
of
been
Chip Kelly
10
that
years.
fast. You should have got rid of Chip Kelly
Yeah,
real
you
fast.
didn't get rid of Donovan McNabb that fast. I mean,
Yeah, but Donovan took us to 4 NFC championship games.
yeah, but do you think
A
it's Dak's
bridesmaid.
fault that they haven't been? I mean,
10
I
years?
blame.
10.
I don't blame Dak.
I'm-
That's his shitty defense he's worked with.
But wait. But the point is 10 years.
Yeah.
Without
Well,
running the
it-
ball, because he had run the
He
ball.
ain't not
you
even
would've had
getting
some
to the
championships.
NFC championship game.
yeah.
But you didn't run the ball because somebody had time management, remember?
Yep.
Again.
There's a lot of
And
issues.
I be trying to tell Mark,
A lot
like,
of
listen,
issues, yeah.
I'm not a Dak basher, but I'm just saying, hey, listen, I know Mark, because Mark is always like, yo, I blame the team. I'm like, yeah, but
That's
Well,
his baby daddy.
Mark's
You can't
cha-
say shit.
you
His
gotta
channel
say
was
that
built on,
he contributed to that at some point,
yeah.
right? He
His
was one of the
channel was built
contributors.
on Dak.
We
So
can focus
he
on
never blames him.
we can focus on anybody you want, but today I'm focusing on Dak. What was Dak's contribution? Let's talk about just his contribution. Yes, everyone contributed to it, but let's just single out him for now, just for now.
Real simple. He got a 12-1 seasons, and then what happened?
Nothing really to show. In the playoffs, he can't
No
beat
show.
the 49ers. He throws too many interceptions. And then against the Packers, I feel the whole team didn't show up. I don't know if that was just
Yep.
on Dak.
No.
They were cocky.
Dak threw 2 picks, but those receivers weren't getting open. I mean,
And
That
one of them was a-
49er game, that's the one he
Yep.
should have won.
that's the
Yep.
one he should have
Which
won.
one, the first or the second one?
The one-
I think
The
The
one that was
second
very
one.
close, where also at the very end, our center like screwed it up for us having
Yeah.
The brother screwed us.
Should
Yeah,
have
that
just
was-
let the ref
The
set the
brother
ball,
screwed
then
us.
get over it, then let him snap. But
because
no,
Randy Gregory also had a penalty. We
Yeah.
stopped him,
Yup.
and then he had a
Right,
penalty
fourth
and
down.
moved him right back up, first down.
Yeah, discipline.
Yep,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah,
Exactly.
discipline.
And I mean, when
yeah,
Philly
gotcha.
500 was saying it earlier, like, oh, you had 3 12-win seasons, but Mike McCarthy, he didn't win with Aaron Rodgers for a reason.
He got one
McCarthy's
ring
not
out
a
of him.
great coach. He got 1 ring out of Aaron Rodgers, prime Aaron Rodgers. He's not that great of a coach, man. They won in
Jojo,
spite
when you
of
got
Mike
him,
McCarthy.
Jojo, when you got him, I'm like, you're doomed.
Yeah,
nobody's
I wasn't happy.
response to him either. And
No.
you see that last game he coached, man, he was all frustrated as hell, throwing shit down.
Shit, at least Coach Clapp had at least their attention. What the hell?
yeah,
Don't even get me started on ass patter.
yeah.
Jeez.
Or Jason Garrett, Jason
monkey
clapping
butt
hands.
The clapper.
Yeah. Yeah, the
clap
clap,
on,
yeah,
clap
the
on,
clap.
clapper.
Hey, when he used to clap, I would be so upset, man. I would just like-
That made me my clapper on my fucking lights here. I'm like, clap on.
Oh, Jesse, he was your OC for a couple of years. Oh God.
He
My
started.
favorite-
I'm like, okay,
Terrible.
goodbye, bye bye.
My favorite, somebody
Yeah.
Dak throws an interception, you pat him on the ass.
Yeah.
Like,
Good job,
really,
Dak.
dude?
Yeah.
Oh my god, man.
Wait a minute, doesn't Jason got a ring with y'all?
Yeah, but he was a backup.
Yeah, that's
He
what I'm
was,
saying.
he was
Yeah.
third. I
Yeah.
think he was third
But
string.
he did
Yeah.
win some games for us, though.
Yeah.
And
he
I
did.
do remember back in, and I have the tape of it, where we
That was
played Green
Redhead
Bay
Fred.
and Dallas with an
Redhead
injured
Fred.
Dion. No Emmett, no Troy, no Irvin, no Moose, and we still beat the Packers. Gave them trouble all day.
Yeah, see, again, you know what I'm saying?
I only said it just now, there, buddy.
Lord Vaughn, I've been in an abusive relationship for 30 years. Damn.
I
Wait, hold on. Wait,
Nice
know,
one.
Jerry keeps stealing our money, man. I've been saying that for years.
I didn't keep
Fuck, man,
paying
that
it. That's
money.
the problem.
I haven't paid nothing in a while.
Yeah, me neither. I tell my wife, don't buy me anything.
You're in
Don't buy
withdrawal.
me
You're in
anything.
withdrawal.
Yeah.
Lord Vaughn said Mark makes Cowboy fans believe in Cowboys and Dak, and they get sad every January. Okay, listen, hold up, y'all, because that was the original point that I was trying to make earlier, which is having seen y'all go back to back to back. The third one, the Green Bay one,
Oh,
I
God.
was totally taken aback by that one.
That was beautiful.
I was like, no way.
That was
And
beautiful.
watching and mind you, to be able to sit there and watch this, because once it was starting to be a real blow up blowout, I really just left Mark on. You know what I'm saying? I was like, I'm just gonna watch from here on out because it was
Comic
comedy
relief.
gold. Oh my God. Chris. Oh my God. When his wife,
I know. I was watching.
yo,
My
when
mom
his
thought I was
wife,
yelling in here. I'm like,
yo, look, bro,
no,
when Mark's
man.
wife slid in
It's
on the
everybody
slide.
else on the lights.
Hey, Chris, did you see how his wife took the liquor? You saw
Yeah,
how
I
she
did see
took
that
it?
part.
Like,
Yeah.
that was so slick how she did that. I was like, oh, she a smart one. She know what to do because her husband was, yo, when my man
Passed out.
when my man said when after the pick six, right? When the pick six happened, and you saw him go, oh fuck. And the way he slid out of that chair.
Yeah, I saw that.
I got to
Chris,
record
his
it.
boy, look, Chris, his boy on the side talking about, man, I said run.
Yeah.
What do you shit?
Oh,
Damn,
God.
I said run. I was like, oh shit, oh shit. And then Mark Anthony talking about you tried to feed a lamb.
He's all good pissed. Yeah, I remember that.
You tried to feed it. I was like, oh shit, I didn't think he could do better than the brother screwed us.
I wish we would have
But
done the
then he
fucking
did that.
I just wish somebody would put the oh shit.
Right.
Perfect. On cue.
And here's the funniest part, right? So this is one of the funniest parts too. Chris, you ever notice the way his son looks at him when they in the truck together and Mark be making
Side eye.
videos
Side
Yeah,
eye.
a
and
little
the
bit, yeah.
side
Kind
eye
of like.
his son gives him? Like, have you lost your motherfucking? This is why they look at us like they crazy, like we crazy. You know what I'm saying? He be saying shit to him. Oh, you talking about that time when Dak threw that pick six and everybody said da 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 da. Okay, I want to talk about all that now. You know what I'm saying? He's like, yo, listen, I used to worry about whether or not Dak had a voice of reason. It's his son. There's someone who's emotionally invested in the team, but is actually, you know what I'm saying, cognizant enough to know where to place blame at the time that it's happening. You know what I'm saying? And then to see the reality set in. To see the reality, because remember, there was a period in that game where Mark says, okay, now come on, Dak. I've taken up for you. I fought.
Yeah, I remember.
You should have said,
that.
I have your child, Dak.
He was like, he was like, I have freaking followed you. I've supported you. Da da da. Don't let me down now. And that shit happened.
Yeah.
Bruh.
Oh, got that recorded forever.
Bruh.
But a lot of good stuff came out of what Mark did with Dak. You know,
I got that. I'm gonna put that
stuff.
in my. I'm gonna put that in my my will to get to my son.
Yeah, listen. You know what I'm saying? That's why, Chris, I be saying to Mark and Game Time now, hey, you do realize we can go back 1 year and relive all this.
Yeah.
Like when I say things like y'all were beating me up and
we were actually.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? There's footage, you know what I'm saying? So when y'all start telling me humble yourself.
Leo, I defend Brian though because he's more down to earth. He is down to earth. I mean, he's nice with me, and he shouldn't be. But with Mark is another whole story.
Jesse, let me tell you why. Because Game Time is in market, so he is inundated with nothing but Eagle shit. So he has no choice. Now, does he like it? No. I mean, but what it does do is it does give him he gets firsthand edition of real-time boots on the ground intel. When Game Time is looking at the Philadelphia Eagles, he's scouting us. He is not admiring us.
Scout you. I'm in the middle of I'm in the middle of Center City.
I know.
We all scout each other.
Yes. His perspective when it comes to the Eagles, his perspective, whatever happens with the Eagles, Game Time looks at it as, okay, now what does this affect us?
Well, I don't have a YouTube, but I still scout you, and I will put you in your place when you screwing up, when your teammates screw up. I'm just like him, but
It's to be expected.
okay,
You understand what I'm
don't
saying?
even like that.
That's why, like, listen, this is not. I said this before. You know what I'm saying, and Joe could tell you, Chris could tell you. I know that the Joe Boo Sports Report, that's the Cowboys fan base safe space. You know what I'm saying? So I have to be mindful of that. You know what I'm saying? Aside from the a week ago or 2 weeks ago when I went off on everybody, that was a
That was
whole
a
lot
bad
of pent
idea.
up. That was a whole lot of. I took all that shit from y'all. Y'all gonna get this smoke. You know what I'm saying?
No,
Because
we
up
shouldn't
until
have done
then, I've
that,
been
Leo.
kind. Huh?
Shouldn't have done that, Leo.
Yes, the hell I should have.
Nah,
Oh yeah.
I disagree.
Yeah. Oh
I
yeah.
take a lot of shit, but I don't, and I was a redheaded stepson in this fucking NFC. Okay, I don't take that shit. Nah, you should have backed up a little bit. You should have fell back. I'm sorry. My opinion. That's your opinion.
I think
And
we've
you're the
all
same.
taken shit,
You're the champions. You're the champion, so you should know better.
especially living where I live. They're all either Seattle or Denver fans. They all see my stuff. They're like, Dallas sucks. Dallas sucks.
Yep.
And
I went to
I
San
live in the
Diego one
middle of
day,
it. Imagine me.
and they told me that. No, when I was going to that Big Four
Humble
concert with my
thyself.
cousin.
Well,
Just
the
walking
only
down the
reason
street.
why, like I always say, the reason why Dallas sucks is because you know what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Your
I
team
know, but I
goes.
get it a lot, man. I mean, I
Yeah.
get it a lot. Just not even if I just have a hat and nothing else on. Somebody has to make a crack. It's like, really, dude? I
Well,
know that
Well,
already.
yeah, yeah.
no, I walk my hat with pride. When it's time for game season, I go to work and Giants suck.
What's
All
what's
right,
what's what's crazy to me
I just go like
is
this. We're
that
gonna be
I,
four.
I think the best part about it all is the fact that a lot of it, for all intent and purposes, is self-inflicted.
I guess so.
There's a lot of self-inflicted
But
wounds.
it's not the fans, Leo. It's the man. It's the ownership. It's not the fans. The fans are like us, like all
No,
of
no,
us.
no. Listen, the ownership is responsible for why the team loses, why they fuck up with the draft, all that shit. The fan base is responsible for the sentiment. You understand what I'm saying? It's the fan base. Like you have like listen, Dallas has fans that have been walking on this earth and never seen them win a championship. Don't even know what that shit looks like. You know what I'm saying? And these are people who are going into their 30s now.
But you were just
You
like
see what I'm
that. You guys
saying?
were
Yeah,
just like
Joe.
that. Remember?
Yeah, but see, that's the thing. That's why I remember, Joe. I mean, remember, Jesse, I preferenced everything with the modern era.
Exactly, and that's
I
why when
said,
we
I,
won
s-
too in this era in this
I
century.
said that. Remember, I said, aside
Yep.
from the Giants, you know what I'm
Thank you.
saying? The Cowboys and the Commanders have no idea what it's like to be Super Bowl champions in the modern era.
But it's
Their
looking, it's getting good.
championships, all of their championships were won in the late 1900s. It's a different experience now. You know what I'm saying? Fandom and being able to talk your shit is a completely different experience than what they remember or if any of
Yep.
them knew. You know what I'm saying? So
Yep.
you got people who are talking big shit, and it's like you do realize like those championships are from the late 1900s, right? Come to the 21st century. What are you in the
That's
21st
why
century?
that's like I said, we are the bane of you because we won in this century and we on the weeds again. We waiting. Leo. Oh, Leo.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Mm.
That's where but the best part about it is that this is what I say. You and I and the Cowboys and the Commanders, we're not breathing the same air. You stay on it, you stay in the weeds and keep breathing that grass and breathing that dirt and being down there. Get yourself
Being
comfortable.
animals, we're
Be comfortable.
animals.
Yes, yeah, stay comfortable down there. But
We
it's
hungry.
the air is nice up here. It's comfortable up here. You know what I'm
Which
saying?
all
We
right
like it. You know what I'm saying? And
for now.
I don't think we getting rid of this anytime soon because it's like what AJ said. You know what I'm saying? That Lombardi trophy is not faithful. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
It
It's a
is not
slut.
faithful. You
It's
know
a
what I'm
slut.
saying? Yes, you know what I'm saying? But you know what though? We're gonna keep that bitch for a few more years. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
She's gonna see us a whole lot more
What I'm
in
gonna
the
sing that song
21st
to
century.
as I sing that song to Momo, I sing to you. Beautiful dreamer, beautiful dream.
Mm.
Smoking and nothing, pass it to me.
Listen, everybody, everybody's watching, please, again, just a reminder, hit that like and subscribe button, or just even just hit the like button. You know what I'm saying? Help me get them numbers up. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate all y'all for coming on and stay hanging out with us while we talk our shit to each other as best we can. But again, it's the bird section, so everybody's welcome. I really, really like having all my friends here, Jesse, Joe, Chris. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate y'all for being on here with me and doing the best that y'all can to humble this Eagles fan. It ain't working, but
I ain't
I
humbling
appreciate
you.
that effort.
It's hard to
I'm
humble
not
somebody when there's been
humbling
no games
you.
played.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Hey,
And I'm
Hey,
listen,
pretty sure I'm gonna be
Leo,
the first one to be humbled.
listen, you got
Leo,
you
Leo. Heavy is the
listen.
crown, Leo. Heavy is the
Yes, it is.
crown.
Heavy is the head that wears the crown. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. You know what I'm saying? And so it's like, okay, but it's what you want. You know what I'm saying? It is what you want. And and as if I had to face everybody like we do this year, coming off of a Super Bowl win, I would rather face them with this team than any other team in the league right now. You know what I'm saying? When I look at the way this team is built and currently constructed and the direction, the potential, you know what I'm saying, that this 2025 team has in it, you know what I'm saying? I think we definitely have a more than average chance of repeating as Super Bowl champions. I said we have more than an
Denver,
average chance.
Denver.
You know what I'm
Got a good
saying?
chance. Got a
Yeah.
good chance of getting there.
Yeah, we have a really
Denver's
good chance.
AFC though, so you look at the
Yeah.
NFC outside of like maybe Detroit, they get their shit together. I don't know, man. You
Mhm.
guys have
Detroit's
the
all
best.
messed up. Yeah, Detroit's. I don't think Detroit's going anywhere.
hmm Again, our biggest adversary is health.
Uh,
That's our biggest
That's
adversary.
all. It's
You know what I'm
health.
saying?
Health's the one
but I do
nemesis
know
for
one
all
thing. Our
Yeah.
teams.
division is the best division in football because each
We're
one of our
back to be
teams
the
has
beast.
a Super Bowl win. So
We're
nobody
back
can
to the
say
beast
nothing.
of
There
the
ain't a
East.
division anywhere that does have a Super Bowl
Multiple.
win
Chris,
like
we're
us.
back to the beast of the
Yeah.
East back
Chris,
in the
we all got
day.
multiple now.
Yeah. We
We
got
all
at least
got
two.
multiple. We all got
Yep.
at least two. Yep. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know if you were on here earlier, Chris, but I told Joe and Jesse that I do think that I was talking with Drew, and I do think that when Jalen Hurts' career is all said and done, I think we will catch y'all. You know what I'm
Never know.
saying? I
You
think
never
We
I
know.
got
think,
dibs,
when I
Leo.
look
We
at,
got dibs, Leo.
I don't care how, listen, he just turned 27 day before yesterday. You know what I'm saying? And so at this point, I'm like, okay, we might have another, at least, what I'm saying, we might be able to have him for another 6 to 7 years, maybe even longer than that.
Mm.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And
you
if
never
we
know what
do,
could happen.
Ooh,
yeah.
Leo, we have Mr. Projectile, Jason Todd. Oh, buddy, be happy. We
Hey,
coming
Chris,
for
let me ask
you.
you
You
something.
better be good at that
Chris,
bullseye.
Chris, let me ask
Damn
you something.
good.
Let me
Don't
ask you
worry.
something, Chris. Did
Hmm.
you hear how he said that? Did you hear what he said?
Yeah.
And did you hear who he said? He said Jackson
Jackson
Dart,
Dart.
right?
Yep.
Yeah. All right. Let me ask you something. Was that scary? Like the way he
It's
said it,
never
was
meant
that
to be
scary to
scary.
you?
It's
Like
not
did
scary.
you be like, ooh, Jackson Dart, yeah.
Not
It's the
really.
Okay.
future.
And that's why I'm like,
Exactly.
again,
That's
that's why I'm
exactly
like,
what I want. It's
uh,
the thing. We in Louise, Leo.
Ah,
We
man.
coming for you.
He's got a good
We
learning curve coming upon him with a
we
line that's
coming for
untested.
you.
bro, they
That D
talking about
line though,
Untested.
that's scary as shit
they
though.
talking about there's a chance in New York, right? Let me tell you something, Chris. In New York, they talking about there's a chance that Jameis Winston will fuck around and end up on the coaching staff.
What?
Yup. They talking like that. They talking like
You can,
that. You know what I'm saying?
Leo,
Why?
They
Leo,
talk
it's real
like that.
simple. Real Leo, it's simple. Jackson Dart is gonna listen to a Super Bowl champion, watch him play. Then you got a backup
That's a good thing.
that
Yup.
how he rounds up everybody in the locker room. And guess what? About 2 years or so, you may crown me
Oh, you mean Russell Wilson? You don't mean
Yeah.
You know, here's my issue. Here's my issue, because I said this earlier, Chris. The same decision makers that were behind the whole Saquon debacle are still in that front office.
Well, if they screw up, they're done. So
You know
we
what I
still have
think
our
they
quarterback.
thought? I think they thought that with all the injuries Saquon was getting, that he was pretty much done. But he proved that wrong last year.
Exactly.
And
But see, here's the
the
thing, though.
problem was you guys are stuck. Do we sign Saquon and go to another quarterback, or do we keep a
Yep.
quarterback and keep
Chris,
Saquon?
Chris, they could
I
have
should have never signed damn Danny,
Chris,
that dickhead.
that question could have been answered and figured out 2 years before he actually left.
True. You should
Remember they
just kept it
franchised
back.
him and it was back to back free. Remember that?
Yep.
They
just
should have
let Daniel
pawned his ass.
Jones
So
go.
They should have
they
pawned
just-
his ass to say. They should have pawned his ass over to the fucking Saints. They were
Right,
desperate for a
again.
quarterback.
Again, if that
Well.
was if that was the case, you know what I'm saying, they could have done something about that, because this is where this is why I go so hard on the Dallas Cowboys, because I'm like, y'all put yourselves in the same position that New York put themselves in with Saquon. You didn't learn, because Micah tried to get this shit done like what, last year, you know what I'm saying, and then this year, like, y'all could have sold him up earlier.
That's
You know what I'm
all
saying? There's no-
Jerry, man.
Yeah, I know.
Catboy,
But that's why I said. That's why I said, to me, when I look at this situation, it's reminiscent of when Saquon was trying to get his shit done with New York,
Oh, true. I get it.
and they kept pussyfooting around and making them dance a jig year after year,
That was
You know what I'm saying?
ridiculous.
to the point where it came down to now we have to choose between him and Daniel Jones, and y'all could have had him signed up before you had Daniel Jones on the
The
team.
entire.
Mhm.
Trust me, the fan
That
base
goes
around
back to-
here.
That goes
what
back
the
to
fuck?
Dave Gettleman. See, that's the problem.
Oh
This
God.
this goes back to Dave Gettleman. This whole Saquon thing, it makes two GMs look bad. Dave Gettleman
Like
and
Judge,
Joe Shane.
but Judge was involved in it too. Judge was involved in this shit.
Yeah,
You had to
again,
get rid of that dickhead.
and Chris,
Remember.
again, a lot of the same decision makers who were in the building at those times, in time,
Mhm.
are still in the building.
Yeah.
And so I acknowledge Malik Neighbors. I acknowledge Abdul Carter. I acknowledge Dexter Lawrence. I acknowledge the whole defense. I acknowledge all that. You know what I'm saying? Even Dayball and all that. I acknowledge it all. But remember, I acknowledge it all. And acknowledging all of it, I'd be remiss if I didn't make mention of the fact that, yeah, Jesse, you can talk your shit, but you do realize a lot of the same decision makers are still in that front office.
But you
How
can
are you
get
just
rid
talk-
of the, you can
How?
get rid of
How?
the manager. We still have our players. In the end, we still have our players.
That's what they're supposed to do.
Exactly.
Like that's what like that's not an accomplishment. That's not something to highlight. They're supposed to do that. I get that.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? It's what in the decision making outside of what you're normally supposed to do are you getting this kind of confidence from? Or do you? You know what I'm saying? And point out all that other shit. Yeah, but talk to me about this front office. Why are you not demanding blood? Why are you not demanding that somebody be accountability I'm talking about with your front office? Where's
Because
that energy
we're
at?
fans, Leo. We're fans. We're not the owners. The owners are the ones who make judgment and everything. All we can do is hope and pray.
Therein lies why we look at y'all like y'all crazy.
And that's one thing about a psychopathic dog. We don't care. Hopefully,
Obviously
we'll
you
be
don't.
back.
Obviously you don't. Yes, with a
Because we're not
psychological
bottom of the
dog.
barrel, Leo, just like you were at one
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, again, we're not breathing the same air. You guys are still in customer service. We went through checkout
No,
already.
no. We're not customer service. We're in the
You're
basement.
you're
We
still
the
in
store.
customer service.
Well, we're angry. We're angry. Remember that song you guys said? Where nobody likes us, we don't care. And guess what? We modified it. We coming up.
I don't need you to like. I don't need you to want my likeness. I don't care about that. I'm still just asking. How is it
Fear.
possible that you are here, and where is the accountability? And every time
We
I
don't
say
need.
something about accountability, it's a redirect. You go
It's
into
a
immediate
redirect
redirect, and it's like,
because we can't change what our coach one gets a pass. The manager screws
what
up,
up, Logan?
goodbye. But guess what, Leo? What a beaten dog does, it gets hungry, gets angry. It's
Jesse meant
throbbing.
Jesse meant
We
Jackson
coming.
Dart. Jesse
We
Logan was
coming,
talking to you.
Leo.
You heard me?
First of all,
Jesse, you
we're not
heard me?
gonna do what?
I said Logan's talking to you.
Oh, what's he got to say besides babbling?
Logan, you hear this shit, right? I'm trying to get hey,
Bring
Logan,
it,
okay.
Logan. Come on now.
Laura
Please
Vaughn
now.
said Jackson Dart scrambles too much to be diving into defenses head first. I give him 4 weeks
Oh,
before
by the way,
injury.
Logan, Lord Vaughn, it's called cojones, unlike you. Shut up, you. Next victim,
That's what
step
you
it
that's
up.
Just wait to week 1 when he sees actual speed.
Nah, we're not gonna let him. Like I said, we're not gonna let him play. That's Russell Wilson. He does just fine.
When he
But I
starts
like
to
to see
play, he will get a
when
dose of what
he
the
just
speed of
fine. He's a pod one.
NFL is.
Chris, he's a pod one. He watch the real
Preseason, they're not
guys.
rushing each other, man.
Chris,
Exactly. I can't wait till
Chris,
my defense rushes. I
Chris.
cannot wait.
Who's
Is it
that,
Washington
man?
you hear this?
Momos, you're on
I
my
hear.
first hit list.
You hear this right, Chris?
Momos, you're put on blast. You're right. Don't
I,
worry.
I listen,
Don't worry. You on
I'm gonna say
blast.
this to you. I'm gonna say this to you. If the Giants win week 1, I'm gonna be surprised. I'm gonna
I'll
be
put the Joker
surprised.
music. I'm gonna put the Joker music on there for
No,
you.
no, no. Let me rephrase that. I'm sorry. No, that's not what I meant to say. I expect the Commanders to win, but if the Giants win, I won't be surprised. That's what I meant to say. I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all know what it is. It's that chunky
Oh,
monkey.
thank you.
You know what I'm saying?
You're covering your tracks. Very good. You're
Yeah,
doing
I
well
just wanted
there,
to make
Leo.
sure. I expect the Commanders to win, but if they don't, I won't be surprised because that
And
again, that
then,
Giants defense. Now that offense, even with Malik
or wait a minute.
Neighbors,
Well, oh, like I said, our line did
not
good, but
that
that was a
scary.
bunch of whatevers. But guess what? If we win that game, when we win Momo, you're gonna bend your knee because I don't want to hear it.
Listen,
Hmm.
but when you look at that Commanders defensive front and those linebackers against your offensive line, bruh.
But they and
You know what I'm saying?
their line against
Let me
our
say this. That offensive line against Dallas's defensive front, even with the shambles that it is, it's going to be a problem. You know what I'm
well,
saying? It's still going to be a problem for that offense. You know
like
what
I
I'm saying?
said,
That's the only thing. You
like I
know,
said, I didn't say we're going to the Super Bowl. We
I know
have
you
a
say you're a work
schedule
in
that
progress. It's a
work in
rebuild. Yeah,
progress with
yeah,
a rebuild. I'm not
yeah.
saying we're gonna do this, that. I'm not doing Momo saying we're gonna win the division and all that. Once we put him on his ass, next. That's all I'm
Yeah,
saying.
please, because he says they're going 7-0.
Oh God, the
Oh
Washington
boy.
Momos got me already. I'm like this. I'm gonna
Yeah,
put
no,
Momo.
The only reason why
Jesse,
I want,
Jesse, that's one thing I want. I want the Commanders to get whooped by week
This
one.
is
yeah, I
why.
was gonna say,
That's what
Okay,
we're
I
guys,
waiting
guys,
really
for.
guys,
want the Giants to
guys.
win because
This is what. Yep.
it gives me material, especially when it talks. Because I still have not
This
made my Momo video yet. I said I was gonna chop his ass up, and I'm gonna get him. You know what I'm
you gotta
saying?
put Billy Idol song saying Mo Mo Mo.
You know what I'm
Mo,
saying? I'm
mo,
just
mo.
With a head dancing next when he's singing with a head Momo's head dancing around.
yeah.
Momo's
Oh,
moonshine.
okay. You know why I said we in the weeds? Because what Momo said to me, we're gonna beat your ass in 45. Like, what? That's why we in the
He
weeds.
said we
He
coming in
started it.
last. Momo said we coming in last.
That's why I said,
I
and
was
this is
like,
why I said I started we in the weeds. Okay. Mess with the Raptors. Okay, we'll sit back there. Keep talking. Keep yapping them gums. Okay.
right, right, right,
Say,
right,
love
right,
you, Momo. Love you, Momo.
right. Well, again, like I said, I'm more or less just I'm more excited. You know, again, I see how the preseason so far, the live fire exercises for all our teams. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Seeing how guys have responded, how they, how they was, the things that have our twos got to go against a team's number ones, and they look
Yeah.
good for the most part. You know what I'm saying? Our second team offensive line looked pretty decent for an extended period of time because they made Tanner McKee look good. You know what I'm saying? And again, I like the way I like the way our backup QB. So I know we got competent backup QB. However, I still
Oh,
want
that's definite.
I definitely want to see more. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all got to remember this time last year it was Gardner Minshew. No, Kenny
Yeah.
Pickett.
Yeah,
No,
it
it
was
was
Yeah, I
Kenny
was gonna
Pickett.
say, like Mitchell.
Yeah, I'm
Like,
sorry.
I think it,
Pickett was
I think it was
years before.
Pickett. It was Pickett and Will Greer because we got Will Greer now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
uh-huh.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
I
The
came
mean,
mighty
in
arm of Will
for
Greer.
Milton in I think in the fourth.
Really?
yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, they
him
did.
and
He scored
They
a
Milton
rushing
did. I
are-
touchdown
remember
too.
that.
Yeah, him and Milton are going to battle it out, I think, because Milton's an athlete, but he doesn't know how to play the position yet.
Yeah, with work he'll get better. He needs that work though.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, I
He'll get
wasn't
that work,
sure
but
if he was showing that he could play the Q or play the position or how hard he could throw the damn ball.
I know.
Right.
Right?
Who,
I
Milton?
was like, what the fuck? Like, what is this dude
Yeah.
No,
doing?
but Milton, Leo, he only played one real game last year. I mean, he's a work in progress.
right.
Right. But again, you know what I'm saying? More. He needs more reps. They all need more
Mhm.
reps. That's the
Yeah,
only.
definitely.
That's the biggest. That's the biggest antibiotic that they can get right now is reps, and that means time. You know what I'm saying? Hence why I'm not ready to make an assessment of Shoddy because it's time. You need
Yeah.
you gotta have
First
the only
fucking
thing that's going
game.
to cure it is time. Same thing with the Giants. I like the way the
Yeah.
Giants are trending, but at the
Yeah,
end of
but
the
I'm not
day,
saying we're Super Bowl
need
bound, we're
time.
playoff bound. It's just in time. I want to see
Yeah.
what they got, the backups.
Yeah.
Everyone's,
Exactly.
outside of Jerry Jones. I mean, despite the fact, the Kenny Pickett signing and everything like that, you're somewhat trending in the right direction, but it's like 2 steps forward, 1 step back. You know what I'm saying? Sort of scenario.
No,
Because
let
Jerry
everybody
makes
play.
y'all go 1 step back when he gets involved. It's like,
Oh, he
Yeah.
had to put his hand in the pile. We didn't hear him this full off season, and he had to put his hand in the pile and get his name. He loves when the shows talk about him. He loves
Yep.
all this stuff. It's sickening for fans like me and Chris
It's been
who
like
just
that
want the
too.
team to
It's
do
been
good.
Okay, so
dude,
real quick, because
it's been like that since you were born.
I'm glad I got you and Chris on here and Jesse. But listen, I've been missing something because you guys have referenced it a few times. What is this thing? What's happening with Netflix and the Cowboys? Tell me, what is this? Y'all got a show?
Dumb
Y'all
bull
got a,
crap Jerry's doing about something, and it's cost like $12 to view it if you have Netflix. It's stupid.
It's insane.
I don't want to hear anything about that old fart.
Leo, I'm not gonna watch it. It's all hype. It's all hype. It's all Jerry Jones
Leo.
coming out, acting like he built the '90s team. He wouldn't have won without a coach like Jimmy Johnson. I'll tell you that much.
we know that.
You
Everyone
know,
knows
And
that.
part
Yeah.
of those players that play for him too.
Exactly.
Leo, it's basically for this new generation and Jerry
Okay.
playing the Barnum and Bailey circus and them watching of something that's already been shown.
So
Yep.
an
These poor
updated
kids
history
have to
lesson.
watch.
Yeah, it's
These
like
poor
what?
kids have to watch.
I can see where a lot of fans from other teams are irritated with Cowboy fans because of that shit. I get irritated with too.
But
Dude,
it's
I don't
not the
want to hear
fans.
it
I'm not
anymore.
irritated. I'm
Oh,
not
I
irritated
know.
with the fans.
I know that. I'm just there's some fans that will.
That will, yeah,
30
but I'm
years
not
of
irritated with the
shit all
fans.
day. And it's like,
Right.
dude, all I want
Chris,
is to
Chris,
live in
since
now.
Chris, I was there when like I said, Giants fans 77. I spent how many years watching the dark days of Scott Bruner? You don't even know who that guy was. I went through all kinds of shit, man.
Mhm.
All kinds
Yeah,
of shit.
I bet
So
you have.
I feel you.
I
I
have.
feel you.
I've
So
been watching football since I was like 5 years old. Since like 1984.
Exactly.
The first
You
football game I saw or Super Bowl I saw was actually the Eagles and Raiders. So I've been
Uh,
watching ever since then.
I remember. I'll say this. One of my fondest memories was, well, first of all, I became an Eagles fan because of my mom. You know what I'm saying? My mom was the one who got me hooked on the Eagles, and then, but I do remember the night that she it was crazy because she made sure that I watched the Super Bowl because she wanted me to see Doug Williams win the Super Bowl. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
Dougie,
She
awesome.
thought it was
woo,
That's
That's
nice.
awesome.
WP,
yeah, she thought it was
Yeah.
important that this little black boy see a black man win the Super Bowl, and
That's awesome.
you know she made
He
sure.
was a good arm.
I'll never forget that. Yeah, I remember that. Well, look, fellas, it's after 12, and again,
All
I appreciate y'all coming
Damn.
on here. I
Thanks for
know
having us, Leo.
it's time
Thank
flies
you,
when
Leo.
it's fun.
It
You know what I'm
does.
Thank
saying?
you.
It does,
Thank you.
man.
You know what I'm saying? And you guys, next time I'm on, I want you all to come on back. Everybody else, you know what I'm saying? To hop on in, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do this again because this is so much fun. You know what I'm saying? And being able to talk
Hilarious.
our shit. And listen, it's only going to get more intense because why? The season hasn't even started. It's this spicy now. Imagine when the season
Hell yeah.
starts. You know what I'm
Heck
saying?
yeah.
Because listen, y'all, this is going to be a daily and weekly thing, especially right after the games, where
Awesome.
everybody, you know, look, y'all, we play the Cowboys week 1. So can you
And I'll-
imagine? Can y'all
Yeah.
imagine what Mark's channel is going to be like? What Game Time channel is going to be like?
Oh,
What
yeah.
this channel is going to be like? Because this
I'll
channel,
be eating that popcorn.
yeah, this channel allows y'all to be your authentic selves.
I'll be blazing, man. That way I don't have to feel the
I'll
pain.
be eating the popcorn.
I feel that
You know,
the game is
watching-
actually on my birthday of all days, believe it or not.
No way! September
Congratulations.
4th?
Happy birthday.
Happy
on the
birthday! You know
4th.
what? I got a question for you. And take away the shit talking and everything like that, right? Because I had said this when I first got on. There's no way in hell, you know, Cowboy fans are playing us September 4th, and y'all ain't look at no film of the Philadelphia Eagles. You guys are scouting us now too. That being said, what's your confidence level going against the Eagles for week 1? Has it increased? Is it about the same, or is it dropped a little bit considering everything? that
I'm
you all are dealing
honestly where I'm at with everything is everything's improving, but I already know you guys have the edge over us. I mean, our defense, dude, I'm sorry, Mozzie's not the answer. I think it's going to take at least half the season for that, you know, defense to even get to where it needs to be. Offensively, I think we'll be fine, but I'm not putting anything out there. I think we'll be competitive to a degree, but
right.
you know, I think you guys have the advantage. Your home turf, you know,
Yeah.
raising
Your
the banner.
Super Bowl.
That I
Yeah.
mean, yeah, that's a lot of freaking emotion right there to, you know, even have. And for a visitor to step in there for that, you know, the way I look at it is, yeah, you guys have the advantage. So, you know,
And that's where that's what, like, for
Well,
me. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Jesse.
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead, Joe.
I think it's
No.
I think it's a good test
next.
for them because it's the champions. You know, they're going up against the champions, and it's going to be a good test to see where everybody's at and see what the team's got. I feel. I don't
Yeah.
know. I feel they got to. Like Chris said, you guys obviously have the advantage. They got a puncher's chance. I feel just for it being, you know, NFC East. I
Absolutely.
feel
Any given Sunday.
it's always
Yeah.
close. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's always
any given
close.
Sunday.
NFC
Yup.
East.
Hey,
Yep.
hey, Leo.
What you got, Jesse?
He's an animal.
I just
Joe.
want you to guys enjoy yourselves. Go ahead
Thanks for
and
reminding me.
enjoy. So we sitting there plotting.
We'll see you
All right.
week 2, Jesse.
Jesse, what is your
Yeah.
confidence level? Where is your confidence level after having gone through your first preseason, like first live fire exercise? And I know you've been scouting the Commanders too. Like, where is your confidence level going into week 1? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, with wherever your question marks are in comparison to the Commanders, be it offense or defense, where's your confidence level at?
For us is the O line. I want to see that. And
Is it
our
how
safety.
much changes is there? Because I'm not familiar, so bring me up to
We're
speed.
gonna have we need some work. They let them. They had too many long bombs go there and get past them. So that's okay.
Did you guys bring in new O line? Did you guys draft someone on the O line? Like,
Not
You
that
have,
I know of yet. I have to research that, but because it was the first thing I was looking into it.
Well, I
But
know.
as far as I
I
know,
know they moved Evan Neal to guard. I know
yeah, I know
that.
that.
oh
I know Evan
really?
Neal guard. Yeah,
Yeah.
they did man with Evan Neal because they switched him off. I know that, but they
How's he
really
look
didn't play
though?
much.
I haven't seen anything. So
No, I
how's he
am
look?
like I said, I'm waiting for the next preseason game to see what they got. But they held the
Yeah,
line.
and I mean, I think we'll see more next because Dallas didn't play anybody really the first
That's
Yeah,
preseason
true.
game.
we
Yeah,
really
yeah,
didn't
So
do that. So,
yeah.
but
yeah,
as soon as
What's the who's the most exciting player in camp right now for you guys, Jesse?
for me,
Like who's everybody like who's everybody like yo in
Abdul
camp?
Carter,
That's
Abdul
okay.
Carter is for one. Russell Wilson has been hitting the marks. Hit neighbors for a nice talk. Ooh, looking good.
yeah, that neighbors is nice. I can't lie.
Yeah,
Neighbors is
Yeah,
nice. So
yeah.
I'm just
yeah,
saying. But
yeah,
like I said, I want to see that first game between you guys as you
yeah.
beat the hell
Because
out of
you
each
know
other.
why, Jesse, I was just about to make that comparison too. Because here's the thing, we've heard so much about the fact that there's CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens, and I'm not saying
That's a
they're the
good
only
combo.
ones.
It's a good combo.
I'm just singling them out for the sake of this. What I'm saying now,
Hmm.
we've heard so much about CD and George. What I'm most interested in is actually seeing how they look, how they actually run. You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
that's the
Because
same.
George Pickens is that outside guy and CD is that slot guy. You know what I'm saying? And so
Yep.
it's like, okay, let's see how like I
And then
want
you
to
got
know
Jake Ferguson too. I
right,
feel he's gonna have a good year.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
I'm
right.
saying mine's is like Wandale Robinson and then Scatterboo. He was doing great before he got hurt.
Yeah, I was
He
just
was
about to
going
say,
through him
yeah, you
like
told
nothing, bouncing off like a ping pong. But remind me of Joe
well,
Morris. I'm
you
telling
guys
you.
have that. You guys have that running back Tracy. He's a fast
Yeah,
lightning
Tracy was
bolt.
fine.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
is.
that's
He's a
Tracy's right.
fast
Yeah, that's
lightning bolt,
fine.
and then you got Scatterboo as the thunder. That's perfect.
yeah.
Exactly. That's but
Yeah.
like I said, I'm not gonna judge. I'm not saying nothing because we in the weeds.
Well, what's the Scatterboo injury? I don't know what that like what how bad.
It was a leg injury, and he's day to day. That's all they were said. I've been looking into it,
Hmm.
looking to people that I know that were at the damn training camp. He
Hmm.
says day to day. It wasn't that bad because he walked it off, but
Oh,
it's
okay.
day
So
to
it's like
day.
you avoided this. You potentially
Yeah, it's not
avoided
a
it.
disaster because I would have been here
Right,
bitching, yelling, screaming, moaning, and
right,
everything else.
Got
Yeah,
you,
for sure.
got you. I totally
And
get it.
I'm very happy about your. Oh, by the way, Leo, I'm
Mhm.
very happy about your old man that he's okay. He's not,
Dickerson, yeah, yeah. He's gonna have a
yeah,
Yeah.
procedure.
meniscus.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's gonna have a
I don't
procedure in
want
the
to
next
play
couple of
you. I don't want
days.
to play you hurt. I don't want to play you guys or any other people
Exactly.
hurt.
Well,
I don't believe in that.
the good thing is that one, he's going to be week to week. He's going to have a procedure in the next couple of days, and then from that point on, he'll be week to week. And we got
It's about
three.
6 weeks.
We
We'll
got
be in there
three.
for the regular season.
No,
He'll
I'm
be all
saying
right.
Yeah.
we have 3 weeks before we play our first game. You know what I'm saying? So if he's going to be week to week, it's good. And then the second thing is that Stoutland you. So next man up, you know what I'm saying? The good news is
That's
it's a
all
guy that's
teams.
been on our O line before, and that's Matt Pryor. You know what I'm saying? And so
Oh shit,
we
he's still
got
on the
depth.
team.
Yeah, we brought him back this year. You know what I'm saying?
Damn,
We brought him
I
back.
remember him.
Yep. And so again, like we got somebody who's going to step in, and we have other guys too. There's a right guard who's from my hometown, Trenton, New Jersey, named Holland Pierce. And then there's
Him too.
he's big. He's a big boy. He's like
I
King
seen him.
Dunlap big. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
Out of Rutgers, he's a UDFA. And then there's he's like a third stringer, and then we have Hinton too. So it's like, okay, let's see how these guys look. There's an opportunity now. You know what I'm saying? Hey, let's shut Landon down for the rest of training camp and just let him concentrate on rehabbing and everything like that. But there's an opportunity for other guys to step up and get some quality, meaningful reps. You know what I'm
As they
saying?
should.
And it's great that this is happening. If it's going to happen, it's great that these guys got 3 weeks of getting
That's
quality
what I've been
reps.
saying. Anybody
Yeah.
gets hurt now, as long as it's not
That's why when you
major.
were saying
Hey,
Scatterboo, I was like, okay, you know what? Out of an abundance of caution, shut him down for a minute, for a while, and let him rehab. And in the
Yeah.
meantime, it's an opportunity for your your other, second stringers and your rookies to get some meaningful reps because you know
Yeah,
you're not going to get rid of them. So
yeah,
you might as well
exactly. Just
just yeah.
exactly, Leo. Just like Dallas, they got the this. Well, I forget what's the face was hurt. I forget, Chris.
What did you say?
What was the one that when you guys got hurt?
Oh, the back that got hurt.
Yeah.
You're talking about us? We had 3 of them that were hurt. Actually, that's why we didn't. We were past.
Yeah,
No,
we
but
had
the major
What?
one, the major one.
Jadon Blue.
Jadon Blue and
Blue. He got hurt too.
Deuce
Yeah,
out for a little
Miles
bit.
Sanders was hurt, and then
Hunter
Sanders
Lipke.
hurt.
and then
Yeah.
Javonte Williams was. I think they're projecting Javonte Williams to start, so they didn't play any
Yeah.
starters. So
Really?
yeah, and
They
then
got boo boos.
I didn't
And
know
then
that.
It
I
was
didn't know
all
that.
second and third guys. The only thing
Yeah,
was like
that's why Malik
worried
Davis
about
was
was
running all over because
the depth
they
we
just picked
have.
him up.
yeah.
Yeah, because I was gonna say, didn't they? Oh, wow. Okay. Wow. Then this is what's sad because all you hear only just about Micah so much that you don't even pay attention.
Right, you don't even hear about
that's
the
how
other
you say it.
I
guys.
did not know that
No.
Jadon Blue was hurt. I didn't know that.
I already knew that. I
Miles
did
Sanders.
my scouting, but Leo,
Yeah, I
don't
recorded the
watch
game.
I don't watch.
And I will watch it over and over just to see what.
I don't watch the big heads. I don't watch the big heads. I watch, like I said,
Mhm.
guys like you and everybody else.
Right.
They tell us what it is.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
again, we're seeing what you're seeing, and then also doing our own research on it and talking with folks, and it's
Exactly.
like,
And we're
okay.
fans and we want honesty too. You know,
That's the
Exactly.
part. Yeah.
Into
Let's come
integrity
on,
in
man.
it.
Yeah,
So,
come on now. I again, like sometimes when I have to talk to a Kansas City fan, you know what I'm saying?
Oh,
I just be
Jesus.
like, listen, y'all, I don't care what you say. That was an ass whooping. And y'all just mad because that was an ass kicking on primetime TV in the biggest game of the year in front of everybody. Y'all got y'all
my
ass.
ass.
with the
I
quarterback,
enjoyed the
with the
hell out of
quarterback
it.
head between their legs.
Yeah, I mean, like they had like everybody can thank the Philadelphia Eagles, particularly when it comes to the AFC, because because of the Philadelphia Eagles, nobody in the AFC is scared of the Chiefs anymore because we gave everybody the blueprint. All you got to do is push Patty's ass around and shut down.
Wait, Leo. We gave it a blueprint to beat the Patriots. Remember?
Yeah, but we didn't play the Patriots. We played Kansas City, and that's what I'm saying.
No. But I'm
yeah.
saying when we played the Patriots when you won your first Super Bowl, remember?
No, because
I'll put Brady down.
wait. No.
Oh no.
And the only reason why I'm saying no is because we didn't follow your blueprint. Although successful, your blueprint was about defense and everything like that, right?
And
Okay,
what you do to man, and what you do to him? Put him on his
listen
ass.
to me. Yeah, no, listen to me. What we did is the Philadelphia Eagles and the New England Patriots broke the record for the most points ever scored in a Super Bowl. It didn't
But
look
you rattled
anything
him.
like what New York did. It didn't look anything like what New York. We didn't get a sack or a strip or anything until like the last couple of minutes of the fourth quarter when Brandon Graham reached out. That was the only time that happened. You know what I'm saying? That in the whole game, it was just all throwing the ball and running on both sides. I think we had like New England had like 500 and something yards of offense, and Philadelphia had 400 and something yards.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That didn't the Giants. What the Giants did was the Giants just beat up on Tom Brady. We didn't beat up on Tom Brady.
Oh, you
You know what I'm saying? We just all they did was just outduel him, and we got and we got lucky on that last play, but that wasn't the whole game. You know what I'm saying? That was just one play. You know, and that came towards the end. So no, you didn't give us no blueprint. We didn't use our blueprint. Your blueprint was much more successful than ours in terms of how you actually going to play them. But Tom 500 yards means he ain't getting no pressure.
You know what we did to him?
He ain't feel nothing.
Called him. No,
but
we changed his.
What we did do, which is relevant to today, is that team last year gave the entire AFC the actual blueprint. Now nobody is scared. They don't have that mysticism about them anymore. You know what I'm saying? It's like what the black dude in Rocky IV said. You see, He's not a machine. He's a
You
man.
got that from me because I told you. Remember
Yeah,
I
but I'm
told you?
saying that's the point. You know
That's
what
the
I'm saying?
same thing with us. Remember 16-1,
Yeah, I don't think he has Kelsey anymore this year. No.
17-1,
Kelsey looks like
17-1.
Kelsey looked like a
My
shell of
girlfriend at
he's
that
getting
time
older.
was a Patriots fan. I gave her a shirt 17-1.
Yeah, but
And
again, it didn't. Again, it didn't. All I'm saying is that when we're talking about who gave who what blueprint, you didn't. Your team did not give us a blueprint on how to beat Tom Brady, because the 2 times y'all beat Tom Brady, it did not look anything like what we had to do to beat him. It was not the same. It's not even in comparison. And we broke and you know that because we broke the record for the amount of yards from both teams. Both teams had almost 500 yards. We've had like over 1,000 yards of offense from both
with
teams.
with Wonder Boy with Wonder Boy as a backup quarterback with Wonder Boy.
Yeah, with Carson. I mean, with Nick. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Which is
Okay,
why
making
I
sure.
place such a huge premium on competent backup QB play.
There you go. Now
You know what I'm saying?
you see what I'm saying.
That is so important because we
Yep.
won a Super Bowl with a competent backup QB. And I gotta give credit where credit is due. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Chip Kelly had a lot to do with that because Doug and Frank Wright went to Chip Kelly and asked him, what does Nick do? Because Nick Foles had his most successful years under Chip Kelly. And it was Chip Kelly who told them RPO. That's what makes that Nick is good with RPO. That was Chip Kelly. So I know that, you know, I'm just saying, Frank, the thing I loved about having Frank Wright as our offensive coordinator and Doug Peterson as our offensive coordinator is that you had two former quarterbacks
Yeah, he did.
who played the position well, you know, mentoring mentoring Nick Foles and Carson Wentz. So they can get in his head, they know what they think, and they see the same thing. And that was the thing. You know what I'm saying? The fact that they were former quarterbacks and they thought to go with what system did he play the best under? It was Chip's. Let's go talk to Chip. And Chip gave him the blueprint. Like, this is what you do. If you want him to be good, this is who you talk, this is what you got to do. That was Chip. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of people don't hear that. You know what I'm saying? Again, yes, I'm pissed off and I'll never forgive him for what he did to our team and everything like that.
You have to eat that turd, buddy.
Yeah, but at the same time, you know what I'm saying? I also got to give credit when credit is due. And I know that Frank Wright and Doug Peterson actually went to Chip Kelly to find out what's the best way to use this guy. And he told him RPO. And that's exactly what he did throughout the end of the regular season, throughout the playoffs, and into the Super Bowl. And look at what it got us over almost 500 yards, and New England had over 500 yards. You know what I'm saying? So again, you know, like I'm just saying, you know, for us, what this last year's team did with the rest of the AFC is it showed them. Now Baltimore is a believer. Shit, San Diego are like, even in their own division, you know what I'm saying? Those fuckers in that division feel like they can beat them now. Oh, just beat up Pat and we could do okay, yeah. Because that's exactly what happened. We whooped his ass. You know what I'm saying? That was a straight ass kicking in front of everybody.
I can't deny that. I will not deny that.
You know what I'm saying? So with that, I'm about to shut this down. Chris, I want you to have a good rest of the week. Jesse, thank you again for hopping in. You know, you guys are always welcome to hop on the channel and talk your shit.
We in the weeds again, Leo.
Yeah, talk
Bye-bye.
your shit.
Oh, I ain't gonna talk my shit. We in the weeds.
Yeah,
Love ya.
I like it. All right, fellas, y'all have a good one. All right, and for the rest of everybody, again, thanks for watching. If you're watching this when we're not live and it's just a recording, do me a favor before you bounce. If you're gonna bounce in and bounce out, make sure you just hit the like button, please. I appreciate you. And if you haven't already, subscribe to the Bird section. I'm your host, Leo Bridgewater. Look forward to see y'all again. Have a good rest.